No, I think no.
Oh, yeah. The assassin of the
outburst.
night, wasn't it?
Yeah. The assassin of the night. We just beat him, and then
We first got robbed by the guards in our sleep. Then the guards got killed by the assassins, and then they attacked us.
Yes, and I believe there was a debate about whether you were going to stay at the outpost come morning for another 8 hours so someone could rest, or if you're just going to push on.
I think we had fatigue. Some people had built up fatigue trying to kill that assassin that was tankier than our tank.
Yeah,
it would be better for me because I'm at 2 fatigue, and traveling will be another fatigue. So if anything does happen on the road between the outpost and city name,
it's such a short journey. What could go wrong?
Exactly.
You know, I thought the same thing. I was like, he's an assassin. We just got to hit him a few times and he'll be fine. And that didn't work out either.
Was this the
hard
pale
part?
elf?
The hard part there is hitting them.
Yeah, the dark. Yeah, no, we hit the dark elf. He took like 40 damage. And was still kicking. He took.
Douglas is hitting people.
He was a beast.
Yeah. So we did our usual missing. It's fine. We can expect that. We miss a lot.
So situation at the moment is you're at the fort. Dawn will come. You have this dead dark elf assassin. You have the dead elf that you had taken hostage. You have the guards' bodies that were murdered by the elves in the cellar. And you have the 2 guards' bodies that were murdered outside the walls of the fort by the assassin. So it's you guys in a lot of dead bodies in a very humid environment.
Christ.
Again. So, yeah.
Well, but when you put it that way, do you guys think it might be best for us to push on and just let the city deal with it?
They do have the cellar that the other bodies were in, which is underground and cooler, where you were storing them. So I mean, it's up to you guys what you want to do.
Hear me out. We could do the right thing and bury all these bodies so that maybe wild animals don't overrun this place, or we leave them here and go tell the city, and maybe they'll pay us to come out here and clear it up again so that they can retake it.
I'd say bury the bodies possibly, because then I'd say there's carrying loads of corpses, and especially through wild jungles and animals coming at us.
Be inclined to give the guards their last rites, even if they did rob us, but might be good to take something. I mean, I can't imagine the assassin's got any signifiers on him.
He had his tattered robes that used the damaged, which I think Jeffrey recovered, Godfrey, and 2 poison daggers that I think someone took.
Yeah,
his body, he had like burns over his face.
Yeah.
And his body.
When did we face pale elves as well? What was the significance of that?
I mean, I'm going to say that they're very rare, and it's very rarely encountered like above ground. They're supposed to live under the ground. So, yes, it'd be unlikely that you would have actually seen one in the flesh before.
And is he burnt? Is he burnt like he's disfigured himself so he can't be identified? Is that the type of burning we're
I'm trying to remember
about?
exactly what I said last time, but his body is covered in like very severe burns.
Is it like he's burnt himself on purpose, kind of like how you would, melt your fingertips so you don't leave fingerprints behind?
No, it's much more severe than that.
I have a question about this spell, real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Does it give the spell description if I cast it so you can read it?
Normally does.
I'm just gonna cast it just so see if you can read it. I'm not casting it to cast it. Okay, so that any broken, wounding item placed inside of it, will that fix my shields that I've sundered?
I'm going to say for sundered items, the point in the sundering is that it's destroyed and unusable, so no.
Like splinters and not just in two pieces.
Yeah, it's not just cracked or broken, it's like completely destroyed.
Okay. I was just curious about that. I was just now reading the spell.
If you had armor that was just like damaged in battle, then you could get that repaired, for instance.
I need to remind myself that I did level up, so we do also have access to.
Also, yes, I'm giving you XP for exploring places, so you all have 4 XP that you didn't have before, but I already added it to your sheets.
I was going to ask
For
that
doing-
next.
For doing what?
For
Exploring.
exploring new places.
Yeah. For some reason, I thought you said exploding places. I was like, I don't remember exploding anything.
Should I be at,
You know,
cause,
was that
that
session with all the
explanation?
grenades?
should I be at 5 experience? I should have been at least 1 out of 30 for level
You were
3.
at 0 when I looked at your sheet and I gave you 4, I believe.
That's weird. Do you start at 0 when you level up then? Or do you start at 1?
Yes, you'll start
Okay,
at
so
0. You used up
It
your previous.
deletes all the XP used. So like if you
Yeah.
need 15 XP to level, but you gained enough to put you to 16, it drops you down to 1.
So do you get carryover? So yeah,
I have.
It does carry over, yes.
nice.
Because really, it's not resetting anything. It's just adding to a single number. But obviously for the reference of the sheet, it's just clearer if it resets it when you level up.
I like it.
But you do have carry over.
I prefer experience tracking like that as opposed to like
It's more
previous old
readable,
versions.
yes.
Yeah, like old versions of D&D
Arguably.
where it's like now you are 11,000, you need to get to 13,500.
When it's in the book, it does actually say like 20, 30, 40 or whatever the fuck it is. But obviously in sheets, it's just kind of clear.
It's a lot clearer. Yeah.
I was going to add an XP bar underneath the life bars so you can see what sort of percentage you're at as well.
Little gold bar, that'd be quite nice.
Yeah, that's what I was
Very
thinking.
nostalgic. Yeah, it'd be nice, especially as we start getting, well, if we were able to maintain the same characters, if the higher level we get, the more experience needed. You can start falling to the back of your mind, can't it? So sometimes a level up can sneak up on you when it requires such
I
a
think
large
it's just more I'm thinking because that part of your sheet you don't look at as much.
True.
You know what I mean? It's usually your abilities and your inventory you're looking at.
Yeah.
But regardless, so you are there with this pile of bodies. What are you doing?
Should we put them in the cellar, log down for 8 hours, then leave? See if maybe a patrol comes by within that 8-hour period so we can update them.
Yeah, but we could be looked at being the people who have killed them, basically. No, since we're like the only ones here and there's nothing to vouch for us.
That's also a good point.
Also, not sure. Did we find anything on the hooded guy, like something we can represent or maybe claim if he's had a bounty on him or anything?
I've said it several times now. He had.
He had nothing.
Yeah, he had the robes and he had just weapons.
Robes, 2 daggers, and burns.
I took the tattered robes because I'm delusional and thinking I can get them fixed, and someone else took the daggers.
Yeah, who got those poison daggers? Are they like just temporarily poisoned, or are they magically?
Yeah, the
poisoned?
poison is not going to last that long. It's going to wear off that short time.
So I think maybe we could keep this on the hush hush, and maybe try to get the body to somebody in the Black Swords, and see if somebody in the Black Swords knows poisons. We could provide one of the daggers for them to examine what the poison was used, and who if there is a bounty out for a burnt, scarred, pale elf, then the Black Swords might be able to facilitate that for us. I think as good of an idea. I think. Yeah, with you saying when Raz says, should we store the bodies in this cold cellar to have an unmolested rest, and you say, if anyone comes around, we'll be accused of wiping out the outpost. I think at that point, Raz will agree that it's probably a good idea to push on. What do you guys think? Should we try and?
I just say we leave the bodies here. Just leave them and go.
Leave the outpost and make a move. I think enough kind of Black Ops wet work incidents have happened on this adventure. We've been trying to members of the Elven royalty have tried to silence us, and then even further, this assassin has hunted us down. But maybe we should put some distance between ourselves and the Elven lands as quick as we can.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, definitely.
Are you wanting to just leave as is, the 2 bodies outside and the elf body kind of at the gates, or do you just want to move them around or what?
Well, I think we should take the elf body with us.
How are you gonna explain that at the gate? You just got a dead body in there, and they already don't like you guys. No offense.
Well, we can try and hide. I mean, I think this.
I think we're asking for trouble to bring the body along. I think we just leave the body, and then they can be like, "Oh yeah, this dark elf operative assaulted this hideout, assaulted this fort, and killed these guys."
Yeah, very good
I
point.
agree with Drac. They're just leaving it there in case somebody ends up coming by as well. That means if they see that someone's been here, someone's done the fort, then they'll say, "All right, there must have been some struggle. Someone maybe have killed each other in some way."
So,
and then it looks like that way, so no one gets blamed, and we have no ties to us.
Yeah, I mean, again, just to paint you obviously have your wagon with the goods you're taking back with you and the ox creature that's pulling it. You have 4 guard bodies laid carefully inside the cellar. 2 guard bodies just strewn outside in the bushes with their throats cut. The tied up elf with his throat cut, and then the elf assassin body battered and bruised and cut and all the rest of it, like at the gate.
Yeah, the tied up elf was one of the survivors of the assassination, like the group of elves that attacked us on our way out of the city, wasn't it? So that was one of our like, only.
Yes, and he's identifiable as somebody from McVanda.
I don't have good stats for this. I'm not sure I can roll and figure a way out to do this either. But before I touch anything, I would like to attempt to roll to see if I can figure out a way to make it look like the elf killed the guards and we were never here when it happened. Like we were here before it happened, but maybe we weren't here when it happened.
I'm now picturing you just positioning a guard with a
Right?
sword to stab the elf while the elf like positions daggers at the neck, you know?
Right.
Positioning action figures, like
So-
yeah, and then he went whoosh.
But that's what I want to do. But then I look at my stats and I'm just like, I don't know if my guy can actually figure that out or not.
You,
so
you
I'd
want
like
to do that, so give me a roll to do that. That's going to
to
be
think about it.
intelligence.
Yeah. Is there even a way for me to possibly do that before I touch anything? That's
Obviously,
what I'm
you can.
rolling for.
Everybody can attempt everything. To the degree of your success is going to vary immensely, as we can see.
I rolled a 2 -1 for 1. I told you. I didn't think this was possible. I was like, I'm gonna think about it. No, it's not possible. There's no way. I'm
You
smart enough to figure
accidentally-
this out.
While moving the guard, decapitate the guard.
No,
I think
I said I wasn't touching anything. I said I said I'm gonna think about it.
If he rolls that low and starts moving towards possibly desecrating the dead, then there might be some like. You know,
I was very clear.
hold up.
I was very clear on that. I said I'm thinking about it.
So,
I'm not touching anything yet.
Getting a really bad roll would obviously be kind of like making mistakes, doing it. But when your roll is so low, it's like you're filled with confidence that you can do it properly, but you have no ability to do that whatsoever, because that's even worse, right? So I guess, you said specifically you weren't touching anything, but imagine you pick up like an arm or something like that, and you start telling one of the others your idea about, look, we'll just do this and move this around here, and then right away you're making it really obvious that somebody is like trying to
Moving
stage
the
something.
bodies.
Yeah, it's in a place where it shouldn't be. Like there's a big trail of blood immediately as you just like shift it an inch, and the others are like, whoa.
I'd like to think as you defer with us, we just like
Everyone's just looking at me like this guy's retarded.
I'm just watching, like Durdle just watching the footprints are soaked in blood, walking between all of the moved things.
Yeah.
as one of the only other people with wisdom and like perception and survival, thanks to wisdom in the party, like Braz would just share a look with Tannic, like obviously Tannic being somebody that can read tracks really well and just being like, yeah, Tannic, he's doing a really good job, isn't he?
I could see being confidently stupid if I rolled it like I'm just so confident, but I'm just everything I'm saying is stupid.
Everything you're saying is what I think that mass serial killer that was caught about a year ago in the city. You remember? He did everything just like you're doing. It's just it was
Yeah, I imagine Ty's just watching you, like Calvin was saying, it's like watching you make fresh footprints beside the body, fresh blood smears. Do you know what I mean? And you're explaining to him what you want to do, and he's like, yeah, that's going to be very noticeably done post-death.
somehow both crushing evidence into the mud in a way that highlights the evidence really well as well. It's like, yeah, it's just.
He slips up, leaves mud sprays up the tent, kind of thing.
What were you going for there, Durdle, with the wisdom check?
Just to see if Durdle think this is a good idea or not. Like, I just wanted to see what he. Cause
Even-
the whole
even
wisdom check
Durdle?
is just like,
In principle,
Durdle's skeptical.
in principle,
Yeah, even
I
Donald's
like
like, I
what
don't
you're
know
going
about
for.
that, man.
So I imagine you stop Godfrey before he makes it too obvious that someone's tampered with things.
Stop. Why are you leaving a note? Like, if you wanted this to be staged, why are you leaving a note? Like, stop.
The elf done
Godfrey
it.
was not here.
yeah.
Yeah, so when you've written the elf did it, you wrote that in common. That was your first mistake.
Yeah.
I'm saying, are we ready to go yet? And then just, I was saying, simple. Keep the gate open, cut off at the guy's head, let the blood drip, animals come get the rest. Done. Next.
I mean, these are the only two guards that don't deserve a decent. But I think the other guards that died actually tried to defend us and what have you. These two guards actually tried to rob us in the night after getting, admittedly, mixed signals from the party, trying to inspire.
No. Those are not mixed signals from the party.
No, it's very clean.
Very clean, very clear.
Encouragement.
Encouragement, yes.
Become
But
mercenary.
you're not supposed to steal from the people helping you. We're trying to help them. That's over here stealing from.
Yeah,
Come
but
on,
give them
that's
a
just bad
rousing,
manners.
inspiring, career-changing talk, and the first thing they do is try to.
You shouldn't settle for anything. You should just do what you want to do and take what you want. You know what I mean? Don't think about
Not
what
to
anybody
us,
else thinks, and they're
no.
like, "That's a great idea."
When leopards start eating our
The
faces.
first thing I say was, "How can you do that to me? Like, I was the one who was helping you.
You're not meant to do it to us. You're meant to do it to the other people.
Yeah.
Do it
Don't do what you want. How dare you?"
again.
I thought still cut off his head and just use it as a pick, use it to carry the animals into the building. That's all I keep saying. Just cut his head off, use it to feed the animals. Animals do our work for us. Let's go.
But I didn't really care too much. But I was like, maybe we could try to stage this a little bit. But obviously, I was confidently stupid and failed, so it's okay. I'm just gonna let it go.
We're all pretty scared off the idea of staying here for an 8-hour rest and just starting to make a move, are we?
Yeah, I'll just make a move, I think, at this point.
If I may ask to, because Godfrey and Braz are both lawful alignment, so you are more tended to try and do things like properly by the book.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, how do you feel when Tannic is this very obviously sort of chaotic character, and you know, it's like let's just cut their heads off and put them on a pike. Like, the solution maybe by now is you're starting to come and realise that maybe he's not really one of the good guys.
Oh, I realized that already when you told the orc story. Like, okay, this guy's crazy.
Yeah.
But it depends on whose heads he's cutting off. If he's cutting off the dark elf's head, I'm okay with that. He did kill me, kind of. Just screw that guy. But if he's trying to cut off like one of the guards' heads, like, hey, hold up.
Yeah. Even with the elf's head, it'll be like, what does that? What purpose does that serve? I mean, you know, this isn't an elf outpost. It's just gonna confuse anyone that comes up and tries to re-establish. You know.
Well, I'm glad you're brave enough to say something about the elf's head, Baz, because I'm not willing to stand up for the elf. I'm not that brave. But the guards, you know, like, okay, maybe now.
Well, not necessarily standing up for the elf. It's just what purpose does it serve outside of just, you know, the raw brutality of the act. You know, there isn't, you know, we're not signaling because the outpost at some point will be retaken by Janesh, you'd imagine. So all we're going to do is probably confuse a poor group of soldiers as they encounter a bunch of dead, you know, fellow guardsmen, and then an elf's head impaled on a stick. If you just think of being the cleanup crew in 3 days' time that arrives here and finds that tableau that you've laid out for them, Tannic, what are you trying to accomplish?
I just said stick them on pikes. I just said cut their heads off, cut them up. Cut them off. Animals come in, eat the corpses. Done.
That's what I mean. Like, there's no real reason to be doing that. He just wants to do that.
I like how his first offense was, I didn't say put it on a pike.
I think as the lawful type of character that Braz is, he would probably advise, you know, we're not in the deep jungle anymore. We don't need to do that. You know, but this area will get cleaned up. You know, by the next patrol, just as long as we're not here to have to answer any uncomfortable questions.
Or we could just tell them the truth when we get back and be like, yeah, we were attacked, everyone's dead.
Well, we can tell the Black Swords. There's no need to alarm the guards, and then I'm sure the guards will find out through their contact in the Black Swords about what happened.
Okay, but our client is the city people client, whatever. So like, Okay. It's not the black sword to our client.
Yeah, it was.
Well, I mean, they'll know what we tell them. The elven caravan was attacked by bandits. We reclaimed what we could from the caravan. This is what we have to hand over. When we can, I mean, do we even need to let them know that we stopped it in the elven city, or just that we reclaimed their caravan and this is what we found?
That's it. Just
I
tell them
would,
that.
I would say normally you would need to mention Elf City, but of course there are now no longer any witnesses with you.
Yeah, exactly. And no one probably willing to admit that they met with us in the elven city. So obviously we will be showing up to the meeting wearing some fine elven armor and what have you.
Yeah,
but
we've got all these elvish swords and stuff though.
every one of the elven guards were dead. Helmet gleams and sparkles.
Well, we did get ambushed, so
Yeah.
it's reasonable to say like we took obviously equipment from the people who ambushed us.
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, because
Yeah.
we can tell them it was because
So-
it was the warring clans, wasn't it? So
Right. They got war with each other, and they
the opposing elven faction were responsible for attacking the wagon.
And then
we
I'm
found
sure they're
all
obviously
those-
not also going to like inquire then why were the elves that have sent this wagon in the first place, why are they now attacking you?
They don't need to
we
know
won't
that
we
they
won't we
attacked.
won't tell them that part.
I'm waiting for the elvish lawyers to appear for that non-disclosure breach.
Yeah.
Not enough
Yeah,
gold to pay them.
I haven't told anyone yet, at least.
We just don't tell anybody that he's attacking that the other people are attacking us.
Didn't we tell the elf that we left behind and like he talks? So like technically we did tell someone. Like after we signed it, we did tell the
He
elf
was
soldier.
present for the signing because he was obviously translating the document for you. So I'm assuming at that point, like he will be dealt with separately in that regard.
Oh, he's dead. Oh, we killed him.
He
Yeah, I
had,
would've-
he
I was
had to be
worried about
witness to
that.
it.
Yeah,
I was worried
he's
about
dead.
So because
Yeah,
of
he's
you,
dead. We killed him.
he was pulled into it because of you guys. Yeah.
Now, why do you think I tried to convince him to leave? Because he's dead. We pulled him into that. He's dead.
I think there was a point in which that he could have like had like deniability, but I think we then repeatedly kept meeting up with him and re-enhancing.
Yes,
and
drawing him into a
re-informing him.
situation that he was obviously uncomfortable with. Yeah.
Yeah.
As a side, I don't say updated the map. I added hexes to the map so I can like scale how long travel times are and distances and stuff like that in accordance to the rules. So there's a zoomed in version of the map on the journal documents now as well, so you can see like the more immediate area that you're in, with some other locations put in there. But yeah, you probably want to get your story straight before you talk to the guards, but we can do the travel first if you want,
Yeah.
since you're not going to be resting longer.
Because I think the least complicated we make the conversation on the way into the city, the better. You know, we have our caravan that was meant to be escort. We've been paid to escort this caravan, so no fuss.
I was wondering before we leave, using my wild animals knowledge, I'm going to try and get some sort of attract wild animals to come and attack this location if we leave the doors open while we're away. So
I
I'm
mean,
just
as
gonna-
long as the gates are open, there's not going to be a problem for animals. I mean, I imagine some sort of vulture or bird of prey is already picking at anything that's been left out in the open.
no
The
problem, that's
flies
fine.
and maggots and insects, they're already doing their thing. You know what I mean? As soon as the body's cold. But yes, as
Okay,
long,
that's cool.
yeah. I mean, animals are not going to have a problem getting to a corpse in the jungle.
Especially with you encouraging it.
I mean, most predator scavengers can smell blood corpses from like a mile away.
And once the humanoid voices stop, sounding so obvious, and they'll probably move in.
Yeah. Right, if I remember correctly, and I don't think your int or wisdom modifiers have changed, your overall group modifier came to a +2 for the purposes of travel.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm at a +2 for wisdom. I think that was yeah. There was like a +4. It was a +4 and then a -2 somewhere, wasn't there?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. I mean-
-1.
Yeah, me and Dodo are both -1, so that's
Yeah,
what
so
mine
they're
came
bringing it
from.
down.
Yeah.
Tank, you haven't rolled today yet, so give me a D20 +2 roll.
First dice thing.
This is, of course, the safest and most guarded and patrolled part of the route, so you only need a 9 here to avoid anything.
I got to plus on it, but 19.
Oh, good. We avoid the necromancer and his horde of undead.
Well, I actually had an idea of what it was going to be, and it wasn't going to be anything immediately confrontational anyway. But yeah, that's fine. That will get you all the way over the next how many hours is it? Next 8 hours or so. To Janish. Approaching the city, you can see that these Varenthine guards, the company that arrived, still seem to be within the city. They are still acting as guards at the gate, alongside the city's actual city guards. Not sure if that necessarily means things get more complicated for you or not, but you've gone in and out of the city enough times now, you know that's not going to be something we need to spend any time on. You got your wagon of goods, you're going to identify yourselves presumably. They'll let you in, and then you can just tell me where you want to go and what you want to do.
Let's then take this stuff to the Black Swords first so we can claim the reward for it.
Yeah, square off the job.
We're
Yeah,
trying to get
valued up.
as much
Yes.
XP as we can, get us level up before something troublesome happens.
Sure. Obviously,
Well, also, there's a, we had a lot of gear here too, so we might not sell it all. Maybe we donate some of it or something.
yes, this probably get a little bit of time. We should figure out what you're selling and what you're stashing or keeping. So you can stash anything you want in the guild hall, obviously. Anu will be there when you arrive. It's just him on his own. He's probably like in the open area, like the inner courtyard, with his bow and arrow, just like practicing. He seems to be kind of like maybe not so much training, but just doing that sort of thing where he's sort of de-stressing by, you know, doing a repetitive physical task. I wouldn't say he's angry, but it seems like his mind is preoccupied when he's arrived and he's just shooting arrows into a target repeatedly.
I'm tempted to ask him if he's got anything on his mind. Yeah, I'd hail him and say, you got something that you're working through there, bud.
It just like comes out like the deep thought trance that he's in as he notices you. Ah, my friends, you've returned.
It was a long and eventful walk, I can tell you that much.
I wouldn't then not presume to guess how long that may take you if you even retrieve the goods or not. So how did it go? I see you're all in one piece. That's something.
Yeah, we did successfully retrieve the goods. Did we actually loop back for those wines? Did we make a point about that, or?
Yeah. We
Yes.
collected the wine caskets you guys left or whatever.
Yeah, how much
Yeah.
of them are you handing in?
That's a good point. We could try and hide, but I think we were offered 10% of everything, weren't we?
10% of the value of everything, yes.
Is
That's
it
something.
you can keep behind 10%, or you hand it over, they sell it, they give us?
You hand it
We get
over,
10% of-
they take
yeah.
inventory and they give you 10% of the worth.
Mind keeping a couple of bottles aside.
We're not merchants,
Yeah,
but we
that's
are mercenaries who are drunkards.
Yeah. A couple of bottles of fancy elven liquor won't go awry for our carousing coming up later.
If you wanted to keep 1 or 2 bottles of Elvish wine, I would still give you the 12 cases that you're handing in. If you're taking more than 1 or 2 bottles, that's going to remove a case.
I would literally take away like a whole case or 2, and you guys just have a stash of like 2 cases here.
That's the stash a case. I think that's fair enough.
Because I think
Although
it was
Tan's
hinted that
drinking habit of lasting a bit of night, so
A case is going to be like 12 bottles, I would think. Something like that.
I think it was hinted that the elven textiles was the big money, but there is also alloys and was it-
The steel alloy is obviously worth money because they make the weapons and
Yeah.
stuff from that.
I think we were focusing on the alloys, and you said the large amount of elven textiles maybe.
Yes,
bit
well,
more.
I was saying they are well known for their textiles because they can create fabrics of such quality and durability that is unmatched with human hands.
You drunkards can snatch a case of the alcohol. I would like to snatch one of those elven ingots right there.
I was gonna say we haven't really delved into crafting with materials, have we?
No, because nobody has any skill to do anything like that. But
I have
if
no
you-
skill in it. Nope. I'd like to take it with me though and find someone who did.
Yes, precisely. If you could find a craftsman, a skilled craftsman, or
We-
have someone teach you even.
Is the stashed gear tab in our inventory shared, or is that personal?
You can choose to just have it stashed on your personal inventory as long as you know where it is. Like,
I mean,
maybe-
mechanically, as far as Foundry is concerned.
Oh, I
'Cause I
mean,
would just
no,
have a look.
doesn't make a difference because Foundry doesn't know about that stuff.
I forgot how you
we
use it,
also
'Cause
have
I've got like half a dozen elven longbows. Like
right.
8
We also have
scimitars.
the Guildhall store character. Remember, you can open up, and that's
Yeah, I was trying to find that.
I was wondering,
Actors?
because
It's
I
in the
don't
access
remember-
directory,
I don't
yeah.
remember having these
Yeah.
items in my stash before, so I wasn't sure if that was.
yeah. It's
Shared
that would be the easiest way to like physically kind of remember it.
Yeah.
Because it would literally be in the stash. I mean, it might be better if you've all got a bunch of stuff to shove it all in there, and then you can really see what you have to deal with.
Well,
Yeah,
I've said what I'd like to keep.
Stuff
The rest of it I don't care about.
Anyone with dexterity not have an elven longbow?
My dex
I'm
is not that good.
Yeah,
I'm
mine's
gonna
good.
put 6 gold in the stash.
I love the tags like my deck's not that good. He's got like the best decks in the party, I think.
Yeah, I think his is the highest of everybody here.
Is it a +1?
+1 here too.
Still at least a +1 to shooting somebody with a big old 1d8 elven longbow.
Yeah,
If you
anytime- anything
It's with severe scar, that's why.
But
So it's
anything,
minus two.
anything you mention your stats, think I'm like, you've got the best stats of everybody to begin with, so I don't know what you're talking about. I will leave you from it while I get a drink, then you can put stuff in the stash, you just can work out how you're going to divvy it all up, what you're going to sell, what you're going to keep. Figure that out.
Where in the UI is our combined stash then? Or is it?
That'd be go to the actors page, and then you can find the Guildhall store.
Yeah, it's under Sun PCs.
I can just make it pop up for everyone, I think.
Oh, lovely. Yeah, so I'll unload what I assume I was clever enough to store.
Yeah, anything you've got in your personal stash right now, I think was like in the wagon.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I have nothing because I can't carry anything anyways.
Of course, there's an area in the. This bit don't have a courtyard area thing that where it's kind of like a parking lot where you can put in vehicles and horses and stuff. which
My
is where you'd be
-2
unloading
strength
this.
stat.
I put some money into the stash as well. Put a 5 gold in.
Right, I'll leave you to do that for a moment because there's probably a lot of stuff to figure out.
Because I'm currently sat on 13 gold.
Oh, I didn't mean to take that. I was trying to look at it.
Is there like a meta progression that we're saving gold for? It's like a group type of thing? Or is that like.
Save storage for basically, I think for emergencies, that's what it was. I think we just decided to put that in for like search debauchery funds or something. Or
Yeah.
whatever we need it for.
I had to look at the rules to see like what all you could buy, but I'm sure there's like a housing situation we could buy if we had enough money or something.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, this thing's a lot. I think we can buy like a prop thing. You just add that into that sort of stash area for that. Is anyone else having put money into the stash, like stuff we can sell and that, like the bow? You said there was loads of bows and stuff like that.
Well, yeah, if you look at the Guildhall store, it should have all of the scimitars. I put 3 spears, the 7 scimitars, 5 elven longbows, and a short bow. So all
Yeah,
of
that
those
one of
weapons are what I had stashed aside from one of the encounters, essentially.
I took one of those other longbows out back
Yeah.
and went to put it back in and it just disappeared.
I can see
think
it
it's-
in a weird. No, there's one there. So there's 5 elven longbows.
Okay, didn't update for me maybe.
Like it looked like I've dragged into it, maybe a square that you couldn't see. I don't know.
Yeah, it's there. Okay.
Bastards.
It'd be worthwhile for me to take a bow then just to use in the future. I'm not sure.
Okay, right click, let you inspect. Okay.
Well, I'll just grab a bow for the future just in case. Take one with us.
Yeah, I mean, if you have, even just a +0 to dexterity, having a bow isn't a bad idea. I'm carrying a spear so I can chuck it with my strengths as a ranged option.
I think when it comes to selling stuff, you will need to take it from the stash onto a character in order to sell it. 'Cause I don't think it'll let you do it directly from the shared one.
We can sort that part later anyway.
Yeah, I think just what to do is just appoint someone as the person that's going to sell them, and they just take
So how do
everything
we-
and sell it.
So then how do we move the elven wine caskets into this shared space? Does someone have access to that?
Does anyone have a wine casket item?
I have this a elven bottle, but I don't have like a whole casket.
Right.
That was the thing.
I'll just create an item for it then.
Well, yeah, like I have elven wine, but
Yeah, I'll need to make an item for it because we didn't have one.
yeah.
She said.
Right, so we're handing our stuff in.
Yeah, I think as a lawful character, I don't want to skim the elven supplies, and it would be nice to get our word out about ourselves being trustworthy and bringing everything back. But one crate of wine fell off the wagon.
I don't think it's so much. It's more just like we're not lying to them. Like we're not frauds. It's just more of a like, here's what we got.
Lying by omission is still lying. I stuck a casket in the Guildhall store.
Yeah.
Are you wanting to keep a stack of the textiles as well?
I wanted the iron. Oh, there's the elven steel.
The alloy? Okay, so you want to keep an ingot?
Yeah.
Okay.
Enough to make a weapon from.
Yeah, enough to make one. Whatever I would think would be enough to make one weapon from. Yeah. Or maybe like one piece of armor or something. Maybe that plus a textile combined or something. At this point, there's one of everything. There's one of everything. we can go from there later.
Give you some options.
Yeah.
See if we can find a craftsmith. My question would be, would the elven alloy that you've taken get us anything better than we've already bought from the elven market?
Don't know. Probably not. But maybe it'll be useful in some way or another.
Well, obviously the elven market is an elf using elf steel made the weapon. A human making it from elf steel, I mean, if they're very gifted they can make something, but yeah.
That's what I was thinking.
But maybe it's a human design. And he's like, it would just be better if I had better quality steel. And you're like, hey, I got better quality steel.
Yes, it would also need time to learn how to use it if you wasn't used to that steel, but it depends who it is and all that. Okay, so I put an ingot into there, and you wanted a stack of the textiles as well.
Yeah, if there's a chance we could make elven gambeson armor that's lighter than normal gambeson armor, but I didn't see that for sale on the market.
I want to say I thought I did, but maybe I didn't.
I think so.
No, I saw the elven scale breastplate. That's what I saw. Yeah,
That's what I took as well. I've got an elven scale breastmate, the heater shield.
I didn't take one, but that's what I saw. Yeah, I had to think about it for a second.
I think before this as well, to cement how honest we're going to be with the black swords in general. Did we want to mention that we took a detour to the city at all? And if we do mention it, how much do we mention about our dealings with the king's advisor, what we learned about the king and the queen, the crown, blah blah blah?
Just say all we need to say. We got to the city. They managed to get a wagon to help carry supplies back from our journey, and then basically that's it.
Okay,
Yeah, I think this is a need to know basis here. Everything we tell needs to know.
Any issue we can pin on the blame on the aggressor elf faction, right? If I look at the map, Shivala was where we went to. That was initially friendly, and then the bad ones. No, that was the Ikvandan tribe, wasn't it?
Shirivada is the capital city of the Ikvanda. Yes.
That's it, yeah.
Shivara was the village.
The rally. It was Lorel tribe, wasn't it?
Yeah, the Lorel elves.
Yes. So there's a place there called Rakrami, that is the capital of the Lorel, and Rakird is like a port town in Lorel's territory as well, which I think you would know being in the area.
Because the text is quite. I don't know. Can you zoom in further on the map?
The one called zoomed.
Don't give me that.
There's one called zoomed that's already zoomed in. If you
I was
click
looking
on
at
it, it'll open up in your browser tab, I think, and you might be able to zoom in even more. I can read that with my bad eyesight, so you better be able to read it.
What did you see the zoom map at?
Venara. What is Venara Elven as well?
Minara? What are you talking about?
Venara, V. To the west of Rakid and Rami.
That is probably Lorel territory as well. Probably the edge of the territory, because the other side of the lake and river is Loxdoria, which is the Thanians, your people.
Where is this zoomed map at? It's in journals, yeah.
Yeah, I can't find I can find the normal Genon map, but no zoomed map.
Okay, so my bad. The ownership is not updated.
But if you click on the picture
now
when you open it,
you can
then
see it.
Yeah, there we go.
zoomed. There we go. Nice. Yvonne. So I can say my parents came from Yvonne before joining the Black Swords.
Ivern, yes.
Yvonne, yeah.
Like ivory, but with an N.
Oh, gotcha. I love it.
Yes, I'm thinking that's the one big city the Loxtons still have.
What's the name of the two kingdoms currently at war? Is it Varenth and Amara?
Yes, that's correct. And the Rupage are this sort of sub-kingdom culture of Varenth, and that's where Janish is.
So that's why we're relatively able to stay out of the war, because we've got the south of the border.
The fact that there is a Varenth company here in the city is odd, because they're all supposed to be fighting in the north.
Yeah.
And this is very far south for one to be sent, so it's very odd why they're here.
It was Varenth that were working with the 13-headed snake cult as well.
It was a company from the Varenth army, yes.
Yeah. Their goal was to empower the army of Varenth, wasn't it? Whether or not
that's
ritual...
what the ritual indicated, yes.
Yeah.
Or to power someone at least.
And very Black Opsy, that entire operation was silenced. Well, anyone coming from there was very quickly put to the sword. Also coincided with the Varenth army suddenly stationing themselves in remind myself of the city Janesh.
I was actually writing stuff out, and then I was like, hang on, I'm writing this out as if this is like a heroic adventure story campaign, and I was like, that's not the game we're playing. A big line through all this stuff, and I was like, this happens. They're just here to witness it.
Yeah, because the army only stationed themselves in the city after we got back from that serpent.
Yeah, well, at the time that you were away on your mission, they obviously had came into the city. Yeah.
Whether or not that's just a coincidence.
What a coincidence.
Is the temple bookmark southwest of Shavara where we had our first?
Where your temple was, yeah.
Yeah.
So it was right on the coast of the lake there. Inner sea, because it's quite large.
Damn, a casket of elven wine sells for 6 gold apiece.
We got the good stuff. Who needs carousing with that?
We are going to be fucking hammered.
All right, let's have a quick look. Let's pre-plan.
I'm starting already.
Where are we looking? Not encyclopedia rules. Carousing. Should we go for the 6 gold pieces ahead? Get a nice tasty +3. The absolute minimum worst outcome would be gain 3 XP and a cleric ally.
I'm sorry, that's the worst.
40% of your wealth gone as well. 12 gold for +5.
12 gold. 12 gold.
You know what? But yeah, the
That's
minimum
ahead,
of that is... Yeah. That's a minimum on that is 20% loss of wealth and 4 experience.
You guys have fun. I'm not joining.
I am so in
ahead.
for just a massive spend.
I'll be a 10-day bender, 12 gold as well.
Just want to
Well, how much do we get paid for? We're not got a payment yet, so how much do we get paid?
Let's go finish all this first before you guys decide to blow all your money.
We're skipping ahead, aren't we? I got distracted.
We get paid first, and then
I could see that Tannic when we get in town. Totally, yeah, we finished the mission. Let's go get fucked up. Like, ain't even turned the mission in yet. Ain't gave the shit map nothing.
Just counting the coins we've got whilst on the mission.
Yeah.
Tannic likes money, so we can get drunk with money.
Well, let's have a productive. Should we say it's the afternoon? I guess. So we're locking in one case, one block of one quantity of ingots, and then one quantity of textiles, type of thing.
Yeah. So how much do we get for the rest that we hand in?
One sec, I keep trying to count it and people keep talking.
Sorry.
I'll get one. I've got to get.
Gonna quickly grab a drink. I'll be right back.
Let me just check if that does right. Okay, so You're keeping 1 casket, 1 ingot, and 1 pack of textiles bundle.
I'm back.
Which means the money that is calculated once you hand it over, you will be paid 14 gold and 7 silver.
What's 14 4 ways?
3 gold, and then there's 2 gold and 4 silver left over. Which is 24 gold, 24 silver, right? Total. So then that'd be what, 6 silver a piece?
I mean, I can just do this if you want.
So 12, so it'll be 2 gold and 6 silver a piece.
Should we just put the payout in the guild store and then withdraw what we need?
We should probably agree how you're doing it before somebody inputs it into something.
Yeah, right. Should we put the entire load into the guild hall store? Because we've obviously reduced how much our personal wealth is and added it to the guild hall store right now.
I have not added any of my gold to the guild hall store right now.
Okay, I did. It withdrew it. When you use when you use the deposit button, it automatically takes it from your inventory anyway. I noticed. So I deposited a good little amount of gold and some copper as well, just to increase the amount in the guild hall store. Do you guys want to agree on putting payouts from jobs into the guild hall store as well?
Well, I put 7 of my own personal gold into the store too.
Put 5 in already as well.
I feel like it's better just to get the total amount, divide it, and we just add that to our own player's character, and then we can deposit what we want.
Or I've got an idea of what to do the even split amount and whatever's remaining left put into the storage. So basically, if it's 4, so it'll be 2 gold each, and the extra gold will go into the storage, and the silver, it'll be like 1 silver each, and then the rest of that goes into the storage. And that makes it nice and even, easy.
What was the payout again? Sorry, Dark. Was it 14?
14 gold.
14 silver, 14 and 7. Yeah.
14
Yeah,
gold, 7 silver.
In total, that came out to like 2 gold and 6 silver a piece, and there was none left over. Unless I did my math wrong.
If done a wee bit off, if it's 14 gold, that means divided by 4. The closest
3.
is
It was
12.
3 gold and 3
each,
gold.
right?
And, 3 gold.
Right, and then 2 gold goes into storage, right? And then the silver, it was 7 silver, you said. So 1 silver each, and then 3 silver goes into storage. That makes sense. So 3 gold and 1 silver each.
So it's 14 gold. If we each take 3, that's 12. So 2 gold left over. 2
that
gold
goes into
and
the
7
storage.
silver.
Which just makes 27 silver pieces that you could also just divide by 4.
I mean, I'm at 9 silver, so if I take, as you said, so with 7 silver, if we all take 1 silver and then put 3 into the pot.
Yeah, I think that's probably the best idea to do it that way. And that means it's simple as that. Just keep it even, simple.
So we're all definitely taking 3 gold onto our character sheet. So I go from 8 to 11.
Then nominate a treasurer who will put in the leftover.
I'll be the treasurer. So what was the leftover gold was definitely 2 going into the guild hall store, wasn't it? So I'll go up to 30. That went up to 1,013. So I went up to 13. So I'm going to deposit 2.
And then we've got
down to 11.
Yeah. And then the 7 silver, I'll get 1 silver each, and then 3 silver goes into the deposit.
Yeah, well, I don't need to automatically convert 9 silver into 1 gold, so I'll keep 10 silver. So I've got 11 gold, 10 silver, 65 copper pieces. How much silver was then left? So is there 3 silver left over to go into this pot?
Yeah, 3 silver to go in the pot. Yeah.
Has everyone updated the character sheets to make sure you got your money?
I've done 9.
Yes, so you're essentially adding 2 gold, 1 silver to your character sheet, and everything else is in the guild hall store. Should now be accurate.
Woo!
Does
So if we're keeping track, guild hall store is currently at 21 gold, 3 silver, 98 copper.
And all the bows and arrows, stuff like that, you put into the store earlier. Who's holding onto them?
Well, I took them back because we need to sell them.
Right, so you're going to be doing the selling. So you're the treasure guy, the trustworthy elf.
Yeah, makes sense. I'm also the because I've got the hauler racial ability. I'm the guy that can carry all the bags in the market and stuff.
I'm not just imagining you just go, oh, sorry guys, I only got a few copper for it, and your face is just covered in white powder.
Yeah, well, it's funny because we gave you everything. You disappeared for 4 days. We got sporadic reports of your appearance throughout town because, would you believe it, a giant white fucking elephant running around coked up out of his fucking head isn't conspicuous. Yeah.
That's the wrong one. It'll be here because that's where the market is, and that will let you sell the stuff, and you can sort that out.
Nice. If you got so all I really have to sell is what I took out of the stash. Then I have got 4 elven longbows. So one of you successfully took a longbow. But
Yeah, I
the
took
elven
one.
longbows are the only unique weapon that I've got. So does anybody else want a unique elven longbow? It is just 1 slot, 2-handed, 1d8, far range.
I already have an elven longbow.
Nice. And I'm fucking filthy with scimitars. I take it nobody actually needs a scimitar or a mundane spear. No, at least I bought myself an elven spear because of how light they are. That's about it. Cool, nice. So we're going into the market. The double click on Janesh Market isn't working for me.
Why is this?
The Elven Market did.
Yeah, this one's set up exactly the same. I don't know what the issue is.
I right-clicked it, so it selected it, and then double-tapped it, and it opened up.
You right-clicked it and then double-tapped it. I don't want to close down the market now. That I don't want to close it.
Force for everyone there.
Yeah, exactly. So.
I need to buy some arrows anyway for this bow now, so...
These elven bows itself.
I'm assuming this is over the course of the afternoon. You go to the office, say, hey, we were hired for this job, we brought in the goods. They spend time weighing it, evaluating it. One you hang around and get paid, with the others kind of head off and go to the market to sell things. And this is all over the course of the afternoon that you're going to do the management of this.
Yeah, basically.
So the total for the 5 elven longbows will actually be 42 silver altogether.
How many arrows do you get in like a pack of arrows, basically?
I think it's 10.
Yeah, but if you buy, just out of curiosity, Dark, do I need to buy 10 arrows, or do I just buy 1 and then give it 10 quantity?
I think you just buy 1, you get 10.
Because it's given me 1 out of 10 when I bought it.
Yeah, just
checking.
bump up to 10 once you've got it. I think the salves and stuff do the same thing.
Could you force open the market for me again? I closed it because it wasn't updating when I was selling the items. Now it's closed. Did anybody else able to open the market by double clicking it, or is it just me? If I right click it enough, I can get little bounding yellow arrows for it, but.
Maybe
by the time I tabbed back in, it was already open, so I was just like, okay.
might be a browser thing, I don't know. I moved it to middle screen so nothing was in the way of it.
Exactly. I could see my wealth going up, but the amount of elven longbows I was holding wasn't going down, so I wasn't sure if I'd. So I sold.
Maybe refresh your character sheet again just to make sure.
Well, it was the market sell tab UI that wasn't updating, but it
could also be a problem if multiple people are doing things at the same time.
Could be, you're right.
I know I asked it, so I'm gonna ask it. I think I asked it last week. If I have 2 shields, can I equip both of them, 1 in each hand? Because they say it takes 1 hand.
2 what?
2 shields. It says occupies 1 hand.
As long as it's a one-handed shield, then I think you could, yes.
Oh, I'm doing that then. I don't attack ever, so I don't need a weapon in my hand.
Obviously, depending on the type of shield and that, it would be very cumbersome. It might affect other things, but yeah. 2 bucklers would be no problem. 2 regular shields, I mean, those are big, heavy things. But you can certainly do it.
I've got 760 copper right now.
Convert it to silvers, yeah.
Yeah, I can do, what, 6 gold?
But no, 100 coppers is 1 silver.
I got you.
I'm buying 2 heater shields because they were relatively lightweight compared to regular shields.
And 100 coins of any denomination is 1 weight.
God.
I can't speak for a couple of minutes, but I'm just listening what's going on, okay?
10 silver, 1 gold.
Yes.
Oh, it didn't double stack my AC.
I'm guessing mechanically the game doesn't want you. Let me have a look at shield. See what it says
Yeah.
here.
I wonder if it's because it's 2 of the same type, maybe.
Manufacture equipped. Can only use one hand when using this item. Yeah, they might have it hard coded that things that are marked as a shield only, like they don't
Hey,
stack.
guys. I pretty much condensed everything into the Guildhall store. I've kept myself 10 gold, 20 silver, 50 copper, just for walking around cash. And then
It
in the
doesn't-
Guildhall,
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
in the Guildhall, we have 27 gold, 34 silver, 113 copper. After I also saw the money changer as well. So once I sold everything that I had, gathered it all together, went to the money changer, and we went back to our lockbox. We can now count, ourselves at a pretty decent wealth.
Grimdark, what did you want to say?
I was gonna just say I can just keep track that I have 16 AC instead of 14, and then when one of my seals gets sundered, at least it won't change my AC.
So I see your AC is 14.
Right, and if I take one shield off, it still stays at 14.
Uh-huh.
And then if I take the second one off, it drops to 12.
Right. So, hang on. So if you take both shields off, you're at 12. Is that not what you should
Yeah.
be at?
Right. When nothing equipped, I'm at 12, but when I have both of them equipped, I should be at 16. Is what I'm saying. And I
'cause
can
they're
just
plus
remember
2
that I
each.
have.
Okay.
Yeah, the +2 each. Yeah.
Do I just buy full plate mail now, though? That's the
Well,
question.
I would say, actually, it's probably like dimension returns though if you've got 2, because one's on your weak arm. So maybe you only get +1 for the second one.
I mean, it would be on my weak arm if I was attacking with a normal weapon, and you get +2. Now I'm putting it on my dominant hand as well.
But it's more cumbersome because you've got 2 of them.
But not well. That's why I picked Tita shields over regular shields, because it says they were lightweight, and they were meant to they even had a strap that go around your neck. You can sling it around your back when you want. It wasn't in use or something like that. Like when I read the description. That's why I didn't pick a regular shield. But I mean, I can take cumbersome. It doesn't matter to me. Or whatever, like negative to dex saves or something, maybe something like that. Whatever you want to do.
Yeah, I was thinking just giving you disadvantage to certain rolls because it's going to be cumbersome to hold 2 shields.
Yeah, that's fine.
I don't know why it's not stacking your AC though. They must have something hard coded if it's labelled as a shield.
Nothing better than the Gambison right now, is there?
As long as you
Oh,
remember what
I'm
your
done.
AC's at, Drac, and you remind me when we're doing battle, then that's fine.
Yeah, I remember it be 16. Trust me, that's the only thing that matters to me is my AC.
Yeah.
That's why I'm not using a weapon. I can't hit shit anyways. Look at my -2 strength, 0 dex.
Do you need your hands for spellcasting? I mean, you didn't before if you were carrying a weapon and a shield anyway, right? It doesn't do anything.
Yeah, it didn't tell me I needed a hand free.
Yeah,
Like I could hold
yeah.
a.
Oh yeah, you should be fine.
Okay, do we need any odd items over here? Like mirrors or something like that, or any more bandages and things like that? Oh, rations, we probably should pick up, make sure everyone's got plenty of rations.
And torches. I got a torch.
Might want to know where you're going and how far away it is before you start buying things like
Before we
rations,
start.
so-
Yeah.
Carouse, and then when we pick up the next job,
Well,
we'll
yeah,
grab those
well,
weird
yeah,
ones.
I have a thing in mind for that, so yeah, you might want to wait.
Let's get to. If
So
we're all sorted,
obviously,
there's a
like I said,
grappling hook.
so somebody's. I mean, you're going to leave the stuff there. I mean, it's a city accountants and such. They're if you can't trust them to like give you a fair price when you're handing things in, then what are you even doing? So you would leave the items there to be counted and weighed and all that while you went off and dealt with your other business, and then you come back and they would say, okay, we've done the calculations, here's how everything balanced out, there's your 14 gold and your 7 silver. And at that point they would give you like a writ, like a receipt basically saying they've received it and whatnot, and then you would take that to Rukath, who is the guy from the Rupage Council, the chief advisor to the Lord of Janish here in the city that gave you the mission originally, to present it to him so he can see what you recovered, and then that's when you would get your probably when you would get the actual money actually, and also when you would get the your XP. So who wants to, or do you all want together to go and present this writ and turn in the quest effectively.
Oh, Daryl's definitely there. It's payday. It's the one day he's early.
I think we'd probably all go, but I think we'd have to shove Godfrey in front based on how this city is.
Yeah, I mean, I've got a fairly decent. I mean, it's nothing to do on Godfrey, but you know,
Like
got 13 charisma.
All
Doesn't come along
the
with a
trust
plus
is
one.
in Godfrey, who's a good guy and everybody likes him, but the people in this city don't really like Thanians that much.
That's it, yeah. So Godfrey is the only human in the party, but I mean, look at him. And then I'm one of the most
Wait,
trustworthy
look, what is
persons in the party, but the rest of the city are like, yeah, but look at him.
Oh Jesus!
He has good charisma. I don't know what you're talking about, man.
I have 19 charisma. Yeah.
He's got amazing charisma. It's just that crow that, you know, every now and then grows 8 eyes.
That's
and
where all his charisma
appears
comes from.
terrifying and-
People love the crow.
Yeah, the crow's giving it to me. What are you talking about?
Just added
Well,
weight.
it's quite, I'd actually be funny is that actually Godfrey's actually the crow, not the person.
I'm just imagining it's actually a little hat the crow's got. It's giving it like +10 charisma.
The crow controls
Definitely.
him through the hat.
The crow's doing a lot of
That's it.
lifting when it comes to this, yeah. Okay, so you present one of the grander buildings, not overly ostentatious or anything like that you come into. There'll be a guard, and it's a city guard. He's coming, and advisor is there in his room, and he's got other advisors, and they're sat around talking, doing business, writing things out. You can hear there's a kind of energized debate going on between them. It's not an argument as such, but you know, there's a lot of back and forth and counter arguments being made as you just kind of come in, and then they continue on for a little bit, in the way that you might see like a rabble of men sort of excitedly arguing with each other, and then he's like, like waving them down. It's like, in a minute, my friends, I have a business to attend to, and he like sees you guys, and he's draped in these like fine red silken sort of robes. And ushers you into like a side room, which is like another office, lots of books on the wall and such, and he takes your writ and it's like, oh, this is excellent. So what happened? Why was the caravan delayed?
It seems like the Elvis clans are at war with each other. The Laurel attacked the Egvander's caravan there, ambushed it. They actually had it and were taking it somewhere when we caught up to them.
Well, I'll need to speak to the Raelian counterparts. I mean, we are neutral in this war between the Elvish clans, but our trades and supplies are not supposed to be affected. Are you certain it was them?
Yes, we caught up to them. We killed them, and then there was an Egvander survivor. He confirmed who it was for us.
I don't suppose the survivor gave you his name or accompanied you back to Janish?
No, he went back to the Elvis city. He did give us his name. Damn, I forgot his name.
You talking about
We
your
called him Sev.
Sev, your
yeah,
buddy?
but that wasn't his full elven name.
A very long name, yes.
Yeah.
Godfrey here was the only one that could communicate with the elves, unfortunately.
All right, so this Sev, he was part of the convoy.
Yeah, he was part of the original convoy.
Okay, well that's something we can probably confirm. So you tracked these hoodlums, these Lirail ambushers down, slaughtered them, retrieved the goods. Was there anything else?
We did get reinforcements from the nearby fort. Unfortunately, some people died. Some of your men died, or the fort's men died.
I see. Okay, I'll speak to the military captain and see if we can get more reinforcements sent out to the outpost immediately.
That'll be it.
Are there men still stationed at the outpost just now?
Well, we didn't stop to check, but they said they didn't send everybody, so.
So there should still be someone manning the outpost, though. Yes.
Yes.
Okay, excellent. I'll inform them and let them know and have reinforcements sent out and someone to relieve them. Okay, well you've done well, my friends. We earn your gratitude. These resources will be much required and needed for our preparations. What are your plans for the next few days?
I think my friends are going to enjoy this hard-earned money, blowing off some steam. So I guess we'll be around for a couple of days, and then we'll decide from there. Probably look for another job.
You may have noticed the soldiers in the capital at the moment. They are setting out soon for Loxodonia, and we are sending an emissary along with them. I was hoping to hire your services as bodyguards for this person of importance.
When do they leave?
Not that I don't believe in the abilities of our soldiers to protect them, but I would feel better knowing that we had some private hands keeping an eye on them.
It's always nice to have third party watching over things, you know?
Yes, I believe they are setting out the day after tomorrow, if you are available.
I'll look back at them instead of the ones who wants to corral. You guys think you can have your fun in a day and a half? Give you enough time to,
Have a little
you
look at
know,
the rules again.
come down from being hungover.
So I was liking the idea that the gamble is if they can control it to only like a day and a half, or if it
Yeah.
overextends and then you're playing catch up.
Yeah, because one of them is you get locked in the stocks for 1d4 days. What if
Exactly.
that means?
You gotta confidently answer, like, yeah, we got
Right.
it, bro. We got it.
Turtle's neck still not recovered. He's like, well, yeah, totally don't, not again.
We can't really do 2 days. We need to do a full day and night, I guess, at that point.
Well, you'd have a whole night and a whole day, and then another whole night, and then you'd have to leave the following morning. So
we could do 2
technically, you
days
get
then.
2 whole nights in 1 whole day.
I mean, it's down to the dice roll, but I like the idea that there's a very real possibility, like you just miss the job completely.
And he's looking at thinking,
Show up in the army.
He's-
The army's already gone.
And it was looking for a whole week based on remember what happened.
We'll be there. So I'm just gonna turn around. I'm gonna answer for it. They're back there trying to do the math on the fingers, and they're like, shit, is that enough time? Like,
If Braz is the only other person with you, and he looks confident that, but like we're also thinking about Durdle and Tannic, and like, actually, now we think about it. When they get in there,
So he's like,
yeah, we'll be there.
yeah, he's like, he's boisterous and happy. Gets up, shakes your hand. It's like, excellent then. I think we'll all sleep better knowing that he's safe in your hands. How are your comrades doing, Mr. Saris and the Yasho brothers?
We didn't see them. Did we see them when we stopped by at the Black
No,
Sword?
they weren't there.
Yeah, well, they weren't there when we stopped by, so I'm assuming they
Oh.
have a job of their own they're completing. maybe.
Yes, they'd taken up an investigation into some strange occurrences in the neighbouring villages. I'm sure it's no matter anyway. I look forward to seeing you in a couple of days. I will send the details along to your guildmaster in the meantime. Please enjoy your night of celebration in Janish. I'm sure it's much deserved.
I think before he said, I'll send the details to your guildmaster, Braz had questions, but then at the prospect of being able to go carousing sooner rather than later, all questions evaporate from his elephant-sized mind.
Yeah. Well, that's appreciated.
Yeah, like he
Okay.
wanted to find the chance to say, what's the purpose of this ambassadorial trip to Loxodonia? But he never quite got out past the desire of a good old knees up.
We learned our lesson
Get
from
back
asking too
in,
many
boys.
questions, I think. I think we just don't ask questions, we learned a lesson.
Makes us look better and professional to Shadowrun talks.
Exactly.
How much do we get paid for this? How much do we...
Well, that'd be in the
Details
details,
be
but
like-
we'll have to talk to the guildmaster about it. So,
So,
Yeah, we can let them negotiate if we don't like the details.
so 4 XP for everyone for the quest and surviving the quest.
4 XP.
So what's everyone at? I'm at 19 now.
I'm at 8.
puts me at 13.
Of course, you can add to that by a successful carouse.
I'll pass. I will pass completely.
3.
So so looking forward to seeing what the results of this are.
I am totally in for this. Like,
It's gonna be like
I'm
that one work co-worker that never comes to the staff party, no matter how
Never.
good they get.
I never go. You
That's
catch me
me,
dead.
to be honest.
Yeah. It was so good. You should have came. Will you stop saying that, please?
I never
Don't feel
understood. You spend 40 hours a week with people. Why the fuck would you want to spend your spare time with
Exactly.
things
Exactly. I see you guys more than I see my family. Just back off.
I don't care if we're gonna do 2 a year. Piss off. Admittedly, in Brighton, it's we're going where? Oh yeah, if it's free.
Okay, so it's individual roles, it's individual results.
And we're doing the 2 days of crawling, 3 gold each, and then risk it for the biscuit, get a +2. Or do you want to go 1 gold piece for a full day and night?
Or go
And then get-
all in 18 gold.
Wait, if I'm not spending 12 gold on full plate armor, I'm not spending 18 on carousing.
I almost spent 8 gold on one of those armor pieces. You're damn right. I almost did though. I about
What, the
that was looking
breastplate?
good.
Yeah.
I was like 8 armor. I was like 8 gold. I got the gold to
yeah.
spare.
I spent a lot of
Considering
time
I've-
debating if I'd given you let you get too much gold for 20 ahead on that thingy job. But then, like you said, I was looking at the prices of the armor stuff, and I was like, okay.
Yeah. I mean, I've only just bought the Elven Scale breastplate, and it's only +2, but with that 1 slot, it's still...
Yeah,
I
one slot
think it's
really sealed the
because
deal for me.
the survivability of the character goes up so much when your ace is up.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
When you got like what they call the bounded accuracy, the closer you get to 20, the just
Yeah.
the less.
But I can
the
just
less
do
chance
things like
mobs
break
can
your
get.
armor, which puts it
Exactly,
all back
yeah.
to nothing anyway.
This guy's got a +11, won't you believe it? He's
The god has decreed your AC is too high. Your armor falls apart.
we're now reverting to 2nd edition touch armor. The ghost hand phases through the breastplate, and
I
what
didn't
is
think about
dexterity?
that, yeah.
-1. Lovely, -1 to touch.
Also, you know, mental attacks, sonic attacks, things that just negate armor or bypass armor completely.
Yeah, the big clanky boy's only good in certain situations.
And then the classics like Rust Monster and things like that. So I mean, like, yeah, there's plenty of things out there that's it's not going to be such a big deal anyway.
Well, they're gonna cover out, so then I want to go try to learn a skill, I guess, while they're doing that instead.
Yes.
The full plate taking up 5 slots though. I was very much like, oh, how about no?
Yeah, I'm
go hunt down
thinking
some-
if we take whatever the longest carouse ends up being, and because you're not carousing, you can spend that learning if you want.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've got a trainer that you need to go out into the woods on your own to train with, but
Well, you can think about what you want to train. How much are you putting in for your rolls then?
3 gold pieces.
6 gold I'm going for.
You're going for a 3, but if you do 3 days, we'll miss it.
I'll just make sure I bandage it up within 3 days. I've got 3 days worth of drinking in 2 days in 1 night.
Well,
I don't think we can we? I think because if we do a 3-day carouse, then we're going to miss the 2-day
So
limit for the
you
job.
can,
Yeah.
and you'll miss the
We
job
can.
heading out, but you can just spend a day trying to catch up.
It's not a good look though, is it?
It's not a good
don't
look.
think I
No.
want.
That's the fun.
I think I want to do the 2 days. So I think 3.
Yeah,
gold.
I'm doing 3 gold. Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, 3
Spending
gold,
3.
then okay.
Tannic grudgingly is like, fine.
I'm down. So my personal wealth is 7 gold, 20 silver, 50 copper. So hopefully the math in any percentage that I lose, hopefully the maths are a bit easier.
Well, like I said, we will probably do a roll if that's the case to see if you just if the intoxication takes the better of you and you just dip into the overall funds anyway.
Love it.
It might be
And that can happen 3 times as well.
well, it might be opposed against Godfrey, as he's been the voice of reason and being like, no, you guys said I wasn't to give you anything. I've got the key here. I can't give you it. And then the 3 of you, pure hammered, are like, come on, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, like I think before everything, Braz gives temporary honorary treasurer rights to Godfrey, so he has full access to the stash to stop us as and when he so needs. You know, please don't use the hypnotize on us drunk. We may throw up everywhere.
Okay, so it's a D8 plus your +2 modifier. for each of you. So will we do Durdle first?
Yep. What do I need to roll?
A D8 plus 2.
Oh.
You led an entire tavern in a wildly insulting song about a disliked noble. You gained 4 XP and a famous bard ally.
We already have a noble that hates us. The two nobles are going to team up together now.
We got a bard ally though. It's fine.
That's fine. We got a bard ally. What? Yeah.
Why
it's
Blackface the
great.
Bard ally who's got
The bard ally who may or may not have slept with other nobles' wives in the past. We don't know.
Bards are infamously noble and not promiscuous at all.
Yeah.
I laugh that his name's Godfrey and he's like your sub character of going out and partying.
Okay, I'll come up with that in a second. Okay, Braz, let's see what you get.
Oh, the same.
Okay, so presumably, I mean, do you want to have really like it's the same?
I mean, I
situation?
like the idea. If we roll the same, then we were both
Part of the same
implicated
thing.
in-
Yeah, so it's the same ally and the same
do
noble.
that karaoke type of thing.
Yes, makes sense.
So Durdle's like, Braz, you know this one, and he sings like the first couple of lines, and Braz is like, suddenly like the cocaine hits, and he's like, yeah, and just starts trumpeting it for his snoot.
Durdle, I mean, being a dwarf, it's a suitably harsh
Demonic
verse
as well.
about the noble, and then Braz gets up and don't use this kind of language coming out of his mouth, and he reads like a chorus that's like extremely catchy. It's like 10 times more insulting. You start to see like the real tensions between the Thanians and the humans here.
What the fuck they doing in Loxodon, eh?
That's probably the line as well. What?
Get the fuck out, Loxodon. And then Tannic, you're last with the D8 plus 2.
How do we do the +2 part on it, by the way? I know to get the rules here, so.
You can just
should
do
do
slash R
/
1d8
Yeah.
plus 2. You just add plus 2 to the what you're typing out. Or if you're doing it by clicking on the D8 on the thing, it'll give you the option to add the modifier.
Oh,
Well, that would be a 9. By
Oh, okay.
talent or trickery, you beat a rival adventurer in an honor duel. You gain
Oh.
5 XP and a loyal new NPC ally.
what? Yeah, but Tannic beat them, so how good are they really? Let's be honest.
That's Tannic, remember this?
Yeah.
I'm just imagining like it was Durdle. You just headbutted Durdle and stole his bards as an ally.
Good
I
There's a
didn't see
bar
the
rules
plus-
here. That's
I
it.
didn't see that the +2 wasn't there. I legitimately thought that was just 777. I was like, what are they? What's what
That
type
would have
of
been good
bar?
for minimizing like the bad results. Yeah.
All three of us know the same bard. They're just pulling him in different directions in the next downtime.
Where's my random character generator thing here? Your loyal ally is going to be a desert rider who's lawful.
That's really work with him. Okay.
Yeah, well, he's that's what you're going to do with him, right?
Oh, true, it's a rival. In a sense.
Yeah.
That did not give me like a race or anything, which is kind of shit. Random. Where is it? Ancestry. Okay, he's a goblin. I love this.
Oh yes.
I thought it'd be an orc or something. That would be brilliant.
It can't be an orc, those are monsters. It's like you can't get them as player characters. Okay, a lawful goblin. Desert rider, and let's see what your bard's going to be. Your bard is a human. How dull. Let's get names. So the goblin's name is Yark. Your bard's name is Denton. So Denton plays a harp. He likes to just string and then just lays into people. Like his whole thing is just going around just like insulting people as a joke. So he's got a wicked sharp tongue. It's probably Denton the Sharp, they call him.
Love it. somehow makes soothing harp music fiery and biting.
Can I do the same roll for the noble?
I'm not just imagining it's like, you're a cunt.
Don't like that one.
There's no denying. You're a bastard. So the Dinesh market has got 2 little orange dots on the top of it now, but when I double click it, it still doesn't open, unfortunately.
No idea what the dots are all about.
No.
Maybe how many people have the window open? I don't know.
Tink's got it open twice. Well, Tink and Griffin are orange, so it could be that, but it's not.
Yeah, I let the market open on my page, so it's still open for me.
There's no way to open it from the options on the right hand side, is there? It's just. I don't think there was anything else that I wanted to buy.
Oh well.
I don't think
Fortunately for
Sebastian's-
you, the noble you were insulting is a Loxodonian.
Oh. So maybe I'm joining him because, you know, he could be doing more.
Not for any racial tendencies. Not for...
Get a name. Vron Chikus.
Nah, I take it when you carouse, you don't get to remove any fatigue that you've accrued.
You can remove any fatigue you have accrued while you're staying here, because it doesn't give a days, how many days that was.
What, the carouse?
Yeah, it doesn't say like 2 days or anything, does it? Oh, it does
did.
when you pick how many you're spending.
Yeah, 2 days of crawling taverns to sing, buy rounds, and celebrate. That's what we locked ourselves in for. And I assume because we've only got 2 days before the army and
I
the
don't think that.
ambassadors.
Yeah, I don't think you don't get fatigue. You would get to do like a HP one, I think, recover because you're relaxing, but you're not going to get to fatigue because you are actively out and about and getting hammered.
Yeah, we all know how tired.
Yeah, Tannic, you can go back up to your full 24 health. No fights or anything were involved, so nobody's going to get damaged or anything like that. And nobody overspent. So, yes, Tannic's going to come back separate from you guys because you were, singing obnoxious songs in the tavern. You meet up with Tannic the next day. He's got like this little goblin with him that has. Oh god, what's the little desert guys in Star Wars? The Jawas? Is that it?
A Jawa, yeah.
Yeah, imagine he's like a Jawa, but he's a goblin, so he's got like the little hood, and the rope
Dust
belt.
wrap.
Yeah, dust wrap around him, and he's got like a little mount. What's a small? Oh, like a Madib, like the desert mouse, like just like this very large desert mouse. That's his mount. With the big, massive, like elephant ears and the big, like jerboa legs that like hop around. So yeah, this little goblin on the back of this giant, like gerbil, basically with massive ears.
We could buy horses for the job, couldn't we?
If you have money,
I would think
yes.
you might want like a horse riding skill to go along with that. I'm not sure. Just taking. It doesn't say you need one, but I'm assuming we would need something. Once combat
I mean, it
started.
would be a test if you were doing anything fancy, but just regular riding, I think's going to be okay. You need to think how capable someone like Brass, who's a fucking elephant, is of riding a regular horse.
Horses also little gold though, a piece.
And
4, wasn't it?
the particularly rambunctious lyrics that you were singing, insulting Lord Vron Chekus of the Loxodon. I imagine he's a Loxodon present here in this city, representing them. So he's like the representatives of the Loxodons here in Janish, and that's who they were bad-mouthing, and you joined in vigorously.
I was afraid you're going to say he's part of the ambassadors group, so he's going to be there the entire journey.
Oh, thanks for putting that in his head, because we are going to Loxodon.
Yeah, that's what I was afraid he was going to do.
Thanks for putting that idea there, though. Just throwing that out.
Well, it wouldn't make sense if he's the emissary here. It wouldn't make sense for him to be on the journey because they're going to be sending their own guy. But he's going to make your time here difficult, especially for Braz. So Braz is the one, like, Braz, your insults were so obviously insulting, and so were Durdles, that you impressed Denton, the bard, and he's like, you know what? I'm gonna stick around you guys. I like to cut your jib. Here's the one I've been working on. He's like stringing it and just like swearing off about, you know, like the guy who just paid you, Rukath, and just like going on about how what a stingy fat bastard he is, how many whores that he's like whoring around town with and all this kind of stuff.
Oh my god.
Really, really like high levels of defamation and libelous slander. Like, if you guys are going to go anywhere, I'm going to cut along with you guys.
Suddenly look a bit worried. Like, what have we got ourselves into? Type of look over at Durdle.
I think it's so plastered you probably don't even realize. I think it's...
Turtle's currently just sleeping on the table. Like, you're so drunk you think he's awake.
So while they're doing that for like 2 days, Drac, what are you spending your time doing?
I had a couple ideas. I wanted to learn a language, but then I was sitting here thinking, like, this new sealed thing just hit me. So maybe I'm trying to find someone who could help me with the 2 seals. Maybe it's not so bothersome.
Sure. Okay, because dual wielding obviously carries penalties.
Yeah.
We'd be looking to alleviate that by skilling up, basically.
Yeah.
Defensive techniques or something. Like a sort of martial art is all about just blocks and
Yeah,
parries.
about blocking. How to be the biggest bitch, basically.
I guess it makes sense. I'm gonna look at my service
The other one was
cost.
gonna be like maybe trying to find a horse rack. I did think about buying a horse, but if I don't need a check for that.
I don't think you would need a check unless you were doing something like giving chase to someone or running away from someone and jumping over things. You know, doing risky maneuvers, complex maneuvers.
I think I saw the price of the horse too, and I was like, I think I'll wait on that.
They are expensive, yes.
Yeah.
I think it will cost you 4, probably double that, probably 8 silver for an expert to teach you for the 2 days.
Alright, so let me drop 8 silver, and then I had to roll an intelligence and beat an 18 check, it said. So I won't get it this time, but that's fine. This is a work in progress.
Learning mastery. Yes, it's an 18, but even if you fail it, then the next time it will be lower.
Yeah. This is a thing in work in progress. I'll just roll.
Yeah, because your intelligence is not great.
Not great, yeah.
Yeah, you spend 2 days doing it, and your strength is also really low, right? So
Yeah, my strength is negative too.
Yeah, so you're this scrawny dumbass, just fumbling around with these shields, clanking them together, and the guard captain guy is teaching you is kind of like, look, all you have to do is just hold them steady and strong, and when they go to strike, you just need to move this way to deflect, and then it allows you like an opening to escape or to make a strike. And you're kind of, and he goes like, okay, let's try again. And you're like standing there with your shields, and he goes, I'm going to attack now from this side, and he does it super slowly, and you're just like, ah! And then he like just smacks, it hits you in the side of the head, and he's like, right, okay, let's try that again. When I stamp my foot and say your name, I'm going to come in from the left. And you're like, okay, I got this. And everybody like just comes out, and you're just like instinctively just putting your hands up with the shields, and you're clanking them together and banging your head on them and shit. And he's like, all right, well, when you come back, we can try this again.
Go get some real life experience. Maybe that'll help you.
Just make sure there's some people between you and what's trying to attack you first.
I can see where we need to work on this.
It gives you. It's probably. I guess it's more so just like your reaction time and your physical strength is so lacking, or the coordination or something like that. And he's like, okay, it's going to need practice. You're going to have to like bulk up to be able to manage this properly.
I don't think there is a way to bulk up.
Well, when you level up, you get stats, but yeah.
I ain't got no stats from leveling up yet.
You can get, there's a possibility we can get stats, isn't there?
On the talents, right? If I rolled a my talent's only charisma.
Yours are not focused on your physical stats, no.
Yeah.
It's in there, but I think you need to get like a 12 or something.
Yeah.
What's our goblin's character name? Because I found them.
Yark, Y-A-R-K.
You can check the image I sent.
Oh yeah, that's pretty much what I was thinking. I think Desert Rider. I need to look at the class, but I think they get like a pole arm or something, or spear or something, which is what you would have rather than a sword. Because obviously he's kind of like not jousting, but he's like cavalry. But yeah, that would be Yark. Yeah, go for it. After the 2 days, you're sweating, you're tired, you're like, oof, covered in bruises from your training. Braz and Durdle come in, you just hear this tring of the harp, and then someone just like throwing out curses and insults, really foul mouthed.
Oh, yay.
Durdle just goes, oh yeah, do the one about the that whoever that person was that you really seem to hate.
He's like, he just looks at you blankly. He's like, you'll have to be more specific.
That's the one, Blackwater.
Spies Godfrey like coming out of his chamber. The scrawny old man with the crow on his shoulder.
Old? What?
Immediately
Old.
starts like making fun of your clothing and your hat.
Oh, this is gonna be a fun trip.
Doesn't bother to introduce himself or anything. He just starts insulting you in front of the other two. And then Tarek comes in, and this little diminutive green-skinned goblin waddles in beside him and he's pulling along in a lead this giant like jerboa creature.
I'm still drunk, by the way, and the concert's just, hey, look who I found, a new friend. He said he'll help us out.
Is this the first
hope they
time you
both
brought a
die.
tag along?
Sorry?
Is this the first time you've randomly brought a tag along with us? Or do you reckon this
No.
is like a pattern of yours?
This will be a pattern for Tarek. He gets so drunk a state he battles somebody. He doesn't remember who they are after the rest of the time, but while he's still drunk, he brings them along whatever adventure it is until he forgets where he met them from.
I also suspect. Sorry, another thing. But I suspect there's times where he's so drunk he takes like a cat with him, and he calls it Sir Gerald the Fifth, and it is just a cat.
What he calls the Jerboa, he calls this is Gerald the Fifth.
I look at Durdle and we start placing bets to see how long this guy will hang around with. Like that cat was like 5 days, right? Would you reckon this guy will 2 days? Do you reckon?
You know what? I like the cut of this guy's jib. I'm gonna go 2.5.
He's got his own mount. He could actually probably. I reckon he's got legs for this next exhibition. I'm gonna say he probably won't outlive it, but I give him a good 7 days. We're going all the way to Loxodon, right? Yes, 7 days. I'll give this guy 7 days.
Don't worry, Jack, you'll make it all the way across there. That cat, I can't remember what happened to that cat. I think I still have its leg here, but I can't remember what happened to the cat.
I think we definitely did that like horrible parent thing where like, oh, the cat's gone missing, so we just found another cat that looked exactly like it. It's like, look, he came back. What do you reckon, Durdle?
Telling Tarek, it's just like, no, I swear it was no, it wasn't a black and white cat. It was a ginger cat.
Why is
it looks
funny?
it looks just like
he realizes he's realized.
looks just like Sergeant Whiskers. Except he's got green eyes. Oh shit.
Yark just looks up at Tarek and he's like, who the fuck are these losers? I thought you
5
travelled
days.
with a mighty battalion of warriors.
I'll lean into a whisper to Durdle. All right, my final bet: 5 days, 5 silver. 2.5 days for you, 5 silver.
Well, 3 days, 16 silver. As Durdle then tries to pull his put it in her pocket. Sorry, 10 silver.
All right, yeah, 10 silver, 5 days. My final answer. Lock that in.
You guys are talking rubbish. I say. Why did it taste a bit of meat stuck in my teeth?
Okay.
Why got a bit of a cat's claw? Tosses in the floor and walks off.
Meanwhile, Godfrey is looking at the the sun clock in the yard and being like, we're really supposed to be meeting the representative about now.
If it was that close to time, I would have left him. I want to listen to all that nonsense. I would have just left. I'm not being late. You guys be late. I'm not being late.
Back in a wee sec, right?
Yeah, I agree with Godfrey's sentiment. Let's go and make sure that if we're not on time, that we're not at least too late to meet our new employers.
Are we going to need vaccines since we're traveling with these people?
Yeah. What did we get details from Black Swords? Or did we get a chance to check in with them at all, or is that going to be one negative? Because we caroused, we didn't check in with the Black Swords for the details of the job.
Well, Godfrey will have all the details because he was around.
Right. I would have checked in with the details. That's why I was asking. Like, hey, are they beating us, or they need to go get like?
Yeah,
rations
Godfrey
when I
will
was
know.
on my
You'll know
days?
the time. You'll know the expected duration of the journey. You know the company that you're going to be setting out with. You know the name of the nobleman that you're going to be escorting, and the rough purposes of their journey. Well, it'll be him and his assistants, but you're being hired to be the bodyguard to him. You are going to be surrounded by pretty much a whole company of Varenth guards.
And our own personal job is to protect him.
Yes, just to protect the nobleman from Janish.
What would how many guards are in a regiment? Would you say? What's this?
In the company,
size of
hang
that
on, I have the number
company?
here. So they are. Where is it here? There's 100 men in the company. So there's just under 100, just under 100 men in this company. That's excluding like logistics people.
Yeah, I was going to say with logistics people and civilian support staff, is it going to be like a 150?
Probably a couple hundred, nearly.
200? Yeah. What's the looking at the map? What's the like? Are we doing a huge amount of jungle travel, or is it like across plains? It doesn't look. Let me open up the map again, from what I recall.
Well, sorry, no, the full company is the 100 men, but it's just a battalion that's going to be sent, which is like a quarter of it.
Gotcha.
So probably like 50 men all in, roughly.
Is the actual final destination Yvonne?
Ivorn, yes.
Yvonne.
If I just look at the map, yes, you'll be taking the road down to Rakird. They'll be crossing the bridge there over to Venara, and then they'll be taking ships across the lake to Ivorn, because that will be the most direct route. So the battalion is going to be led by Lieutenant Colonel Roshmi. The company is under Captain Vendar. North Varenth Army, 11th Curvashian Regiment. Oh, never mind, no, regiment's smaller. It's just the second company.
So it is the army of Varenth, not
Yes,
the
Varenth,
local.
Varenth's second company, yeah. Which makes...
And again, strange that Varenth are...
Strange that the second company, which is obviously only second to the first company, is away down here. Like, they should be frontline. So, very unusual how they're down here. And it's probably been expressed to Godfrey that they're not comfortable with the fact that they are down here. For whichever... Obviously, details of why they're down here has not been divulged to him, but, you know, it's been expressed they're not comfortable with these soldiers being down here. You know, the Rupage are their sort of own kingdom within the kingdom. They're, you know, this feels kind of like a bit of an intrusion having soldiers down here like this.
Still only seen the market page, by the way.
Me, I'm still in it.
Sorry, did you want to open, Tink?
No, I wasn't sure if we moved about the market because you were here describing the soldiers and everything and stuff.
No,
that's why.
no, this is just because you used to be taking the mission this morning.
All right.
This will be information that Godfrey's gotten over the last 2 days, isn't it?
Do we get questions or anything?
Hang on. So you're going to be escorting Dajun Shadir.
Are they a human, are they?
He is a human, Janishi. You know, it's got a black beard and long curly hair, red robes like much of the nobles and authority figures here. and he's been sent on what's called a diplomatic mission to the Loxodons. They'll be taking some gifts and things like that, but it is not like a trade mission, so there's not like a lot of gear going with them. But it will be 25 of the soldiers from the battalion going with a handful of logistics staff with them as well. And then, of course, the magistrate's own servants and guys to like tend the animals and stuff that you're travelling on. I would think when you're attending this morning and be given the finer details and meeting the Jun Shadir himself, he's going to express concern that he's been told that the Lorel had attacked this convoy. Now, this should not be a problem, but it shouldn't have been a problem with the Ekvanda trade either, which is why they want to take this extra precaution of having you guys go along. But of course, Godfrey, being sharp-witted that you are, I mean, they didn't know about the ambush previously, and they'd already planned to hire you guys, so it doesn't really match up either.
Yeah.
If I could just connect them up a second, there's one.
And seeing the artwork Tinkered shared for it. What do you reckon Yarx's tolerance is for proselytizing?
So it will be just over 2 days to get to the port of Rakird, and then just over another day and a bit to get to Venara, and then a day's travel across the lake. There's like 5 days, maybe 6 days in total.
A full day on the lake.
Yes.
Oh, you got so many fun shenanigans you could throw at us with that, haven't you?
Yes. Oh, there. Actually, Shadowdark has a whole bunch of rules about travelling over water.
Oh, that's it. Oh.
Storms and whirlpools and stuff like that.
Ugh.
It's maybe more
what?
ocean travel, but yeah.
Yeah, why
Does anybody else have Vope?
What was that?
Does anybody else have Vope?
I've got
did.
rope.
I stowed my rope because so many other people had rope. Then I think I sold it as well. Do you reckon I should pick up a bundle of rope as well myself?
No, Tannic said he had Vope, so we're good.
Got at least 2 between 4 of us.
Yeah, I have Vope, that's why I was asking, so.
Yeah.
Thing to get extra supplies of rations. I've got 3 rations just now, but I'd maybe say everyone at least carry a portion of 3 maybe with them, or more.
Do rations include water, or should we be carrying water? What kind of thing? Not water bottles, but
I think we discussed in the past that rations cover water in this way as
Yes,
well.
one
But
ration will
water-
cover your food and water intake for the day, but you can take like flasks of stuff for extra things.
yeah. So I've got a crowbar which does take up weight. Else has a crowbar. If they do, then they can probably leave that behind and stashed gear.
I've got a crowbar, so if you wanted to stash yours then.
Well, I am currently at 11 out of 14, so if I became the designated party's
You're the treasure hauler.
yeah, if I become the treasure mule, then I can stash my. I've got flint and
Yes,
steel
sir.
that doesn't weigh anything. I do have a lantern, which I think it'll be good to have your own individual lantern. I'm not dropping the 3 stimulants that I've got left, or the salves and my own rations, but
The lantern got long left. No, I think your lantern's been used quite a lot, so I'm not sure if it's got a lot.
that's true. I haven't got any oil right for my lantern, which is a good point. So if someone wants to buy some oil to then pass to me, so I can light the lantern, or I can cast the spell light.
Pick my crowbar then in the stash, or are you just taking yours?
Here, I put all in the guild store, guild hall.
I put my crowbar in the stash. I'll pinch that oil from the guild store. No, so I have my own one. Oh, what happened there? I went into the journal. I'll have to let Dark know when he comes back.
Try and get the shop open again to try and buy some more rations just in case, but probably alright. 3's enough, I think, to keep going.
Probably
we're
shared
traveling with a big group. Yeah, traveling big groups. I'm assuming they'll have cooks. Maybe our food will be covered by them. If anything we do extra.
Yeah, I tried to drag the oil flask from the guild store to my character sheet, but
You can just right click and take it. Right click, take.
Oh, I didn't see it on the map.
That one you just click and drag. But I mean, like from the guild hall, you should be able to right click and hit take.
I tried to click and drag from the guild hall rather than right click tape and it put it on the floor. Yeah, I've got three slots open on my character sheet, so I'm at 11 out of 14, but I do have -2 from fatigue. So I've got two slots of fatigue that hits both constitution and strength, which affects my inventory. So that's the bad one.
16 just now, but obviously you can use stuff as we're going.
Yeah. So I haven't got many usables apart from rations, really. Bandages that are mostly for stabilizing.
I've got some herb curatives, simple curatives, restoratives as well.
Anybody not? Has anyone got like a stack of salves that aren't at 10? I could give you 2 salves because it's gonna make sense that somebody else has the 1 hit point salve and I just cast cure wounds. Really.
I got curatives on me.
Is it the salve? Curative?
The 2d8 curative.
Salve's just 1 hit point flat, so you can use that to pick somebody up essentially.
They all got caltrops.
I do have caltrops in my little cauldron storage. Yes.
Naughty.
I've got an oil flask I need to make Molotov cocktails with as well.
What level 2 spell did you pick?
That was that mud swamp, if you remember it from the last game.
Ah, yeah.
Bog boil, what it's called technically. But AOE, they get stuck in it. I think that's great. Help you guys land hits.
Do right.
And keep people off of me in melee range.
Watch out where you step.
Do what?
Just be careful where you step.
Oh, not me. I ain't getting placed near me. You watch what you step.
Yeah.
For a minute, I was thinking Goblin's name. I was going to think, what was the name of that goblin in the campaign you were doing, Drac, last time?
Oh, the asshole goblin. He said it was damn, I forget his name.
Like the best character ever. I was saying, if he named him that character for this, that'd be hilarious. It was a cameo.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot his name. Jesus. He fucking one-shot that one guy in the arena. Like this one-shot killed him. I was like, damn.
Grintook.
Grintook, yeah. There you go.
We're making a joke there saying, imagine if you named him Grintook or something for a laugh, but it says we cameo back in
different universe. I have to get an image.
I'm surprised Barbwell doesn't do damage.
What doesn't it say?
I'm surprised. Like reading the description for Barbwell, I'm surprised it doesn't do damage. Probably because it's really good as it is, though. They probably took damage out. Balance it.
Well, your spell's quite functional. Your cauldron is like a really good spell.
Speaking of, I need to cast it so I can rearrange my inventory real quick before we go. Just a second. I don't want to just do it for free, I'm assuming.
I mean, you've got over the course of 2 days to do it, so you've plenty of time.
Alright. Then I'll just rearrange it, and then I'll cast it if I need to pull something out. It also, the cauldron, I don't have to pull an item out. I didn't notice this at first, but I could just summon a fog and it does whatever I tell it to for 3 rounds. Like, can I just strap a bomb to this fog and send it? Do we have bombs?
How big of a bomb is it?
To fog?
Yeah.
It's a fat cooking fog, and it says it does whatever you tell it to.
I thought you said fog.
Yeah. No, fog. Yeah.
If it's fog,
Does whatever I tell it to for 3 rounds. I'm like, hold up. Can I just like strap a bomb to this thing?
If bombs were a thing, yeah. Okay, go ahead, just these guys.
Otherwise, I'm not really sure what the purpose of it is. Why that's even an option. I gotta figure something out.
Let me just go into this other scene and put some guards in there. I don't think I have a picture of your magistrate either as a thing. Unless I had the foresight. No command, I'm just going to use this guy's picture even though this isn't him. Whole bunch of guard. And then I probably... How do I make another token for blanket? Where's Yark? What did I do with him? And then the Bard, I'm not going to make a token for him. He's not good at anything in battle anyway.
It's only used to get us into trouble.
Yep, pretty much. They have Bard abilities, but I'm not going to look at all that just now. Have you got everything you want for the journey then?
I think so.
Yeah, I reckon so.
I think so.
mean, a little stack of rations, enough fuel for everyone to go around. Your own personal equipment and stuff. I mean,
Yep, so...
there is the assumption in the group that rations might be shared amongst the wagons, so why bring more than one stack?
You would definitely bring your own rations.
How many? Is it one charge of rations per day, or is it multiple?
You need one per day if you're going to rest to recover every day, yes.
So we do need our own.
You can go.
Devices.
You can go like 3 days without rations, but you start taking hits to your stats.
So I'd probably suggest buy another stack of rations, so we've got about 6 rations each if we can.
It'll be a 12-day round journey. We can assume that we might be able to pick up rations in Evon, so it might be worth buying. Did you just leave the market open, Godfrey, or were you able to open the market yourself?
I never close it because I know we can't open it back up. So I just don't.
Okay.
I just
I
don't
mean,
close
I
it.
can just do this and he's all get it.
Right, but instead of asking you every time I want to look at it, I just don't close it.
Yeah,
I don't have to worry about it.
Got a bad habit of closing it. So if you buy a 7 copper piece ration, that gives you,
It gives you
3,
one.
doesn't it?
No, it gives you one out of
One.
3. Mm-hmm.
How much are they worth the rations?
7 copper. And
That
then you
you,
take 1
that's
3.
when you buy one, you get 3. You should just bump it to 3.
Oh, well then I just spent 21 copper.
Maybe
I'll
I'll
get 14 back. I'll get 14 back. 43 plus 14.
I don't know
57.
why I keep doing this because I keep changing the item so that it's supposed to give you the stack. I must be missing the stack.
Yeah,
I was late or something.
I had 3 out of 3, and I've just bought 1, and it's given me 4 out of 3. So
I don't know, man.
is there a way of duplicating the stack of rations in my inventory so I can have another stack?
Where's Braz?
So I just reduced
Can
it
I
down,
dip it? No, I need to drag another stack onto you.
so I can just.
When I drag them to you, they're a full stack. So the shop one should be a full stack. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, but I bought the shop one and it added it to the current stack, which is weird.
Well, if you already have a stack, it will do that, yes.
Yeah.
It shouldn't go above the 3 though. That is weird.
Yeah,
I don't
they
know.
did 4 slash
I didn't
3,
code the
I think.
sheets. I don't know.
Got it, it's working enough to go.
Yeah, so we're going to need at least 5 to 6 rations for the journey. Got my bedroll, flint and steel to light our own campfire if we need. We've got 2 uses of a salve if we need to clean up some scrapes. My own backpack, bandages to pick up anyone that falls down. I could stash my crowbar in the wagon the moment we get to the wagon, so I could actually take that out of the city stash and put the... Yeah, because we could do that as well, couldn't we, Doc? If we're travelling in a caravan, there's going to at least be one, potentially wagon, our ambassador friend that we can shove stuff underneath the chair and what have you.
You'd be expected to carry your own stuff.
Maybe I'll leave the crowbar then.
Because they don't have like a big wagon just full of things they're pulling along. It's not like a trade mission. It's very much just kind of personnel. So there will be like a little wagon probably with like his food and supplies for him and his servants and stuff. But yeah, you'd be expected as like mercenary bodyguards to have all your own stuff. And I would think as professionals you probably want to have your own stuff so you've got access to it as well. The good news is, on the day that you set out, it is a calm and moderate day with a light breeze. So the torrential downpour, which is...
What happened?
Yeah, no torrential downpour this day.
Do you guys want a round of tequila on the way out, or...?
Any of that elven
Junkers,
weapons?
a lot of you.
Just a glass of elven wine for breakfast, and then go out and meet them. Dignitaries.
Telling you, Junkers, a lot of you. I work with a bunch of Junkers.
I'm starting to wonder if Godfrey's got a point. Maybe we do have a problem.
The problem is we have a sober Godfrey.
Yeah. The problem is our
no.
collection of alcohol is not wide and varied enough. Just I'm getting bored of elven stuff, lads. Can we maybe work with some dwarves next time? I heard their stouts are really good.
Denton immediately starts stringing a song insulting Godfrey for being a teetotal sourpuss.
Yeah.
Debbie Downer of the group, doesn't enjoy life or women.
Or do you know what? My personal tally for Denton has gone back. Like he went up during the drinks and then went down when I got sober, and has now gone back up again. So he's doing good. Good work.
As the caravan is sort of like coalescing, forming up outside the city gates, we have a squad of like 20 odd soldiers with some of their logistics guys, servants, squires and such around them. This very hardened looking lieutenant colonel character is clearly in charge on his horse, up at the front. He's got a ragged scar on the one cheek, and he's like very expensive looking uniform on, and armor over that. Just like surveying the quality of his soldiers, but they're very disciplined, organised. They look very capable with their halberds and swords and spears. Then you have Shadir's servants, and this, he's got a couple of guys there, and they look as if they might be like guides or woodsmen of some sort. They look like the kind of guys you would see on the roads. They're like experienced travellers, but the rest of his staff are clearly just like errand boys. He has like one figure who's got like this big leafy looking feather thing that he just like breezes Shadir with as he's like riding in his chair that's lifted by 4 men.
Ooh, look at that guy.
And he's got, his little chair. I can't remember what it's called.
Palanquin?
Yeah, palanquin that's been carried, and it's like full of all these like velvet cushions and such. He's like travelling in style, very pampered.
Can you see into it, or has he got like silky curtains that hide him or what have you?
He can draw those so they can be for privacy, but he's got them opened up for the morning breeze, so everybody can see him. He will be positioned sort of central in the column as it's travelling, with guards at the front and the rear.
You're telling me this guy is so much of an asshole that instead of just getting a carriage to take him, he's gonna make 4 people carry him the whole way there?
Well, I think you probably also recognise, though, it's not exactly practical to have like a carriage when you're going through the jungle road, because it's not. It's not like tarmac. This is a very uneven. You'll be going up hills and down at angles and across streams and things like that. So having men carry it is actually a little more practical. It'd be even better if he was on a horse. Yes.
Yeah. Does he have a horse that? And this is just for show until he get out of the city, then he'll swap to the horse.
No, he definitely has the men carry him out.
Well, sorry, did you introduce who that guy was? Is that the magistrate?
That's Dejun Shadir that you're protecting.
That's the guy.
Yes.
That's our guy.
Now he does have a horse, a fine black steed that is accompanying the convoy, but it is brought along separately.
I was gonna say, is it got like a rope attached to the palanquin and it's just got an empty
it comes
saddle?
along behind it. Yes.
Oh,
and there's like 2 men tending the horse at all times as it goes along, because this is like his as he explains to you, this is his prize steed that was a gift to him.
Is the horse fed better? Like by the time we
the horse is fed better than the servant.
Yeah,
there's probably like a whole wagon of just like horse feed. Yeah, keep it well fed.
Horse feed that has got like mixed eggs and the grain that is fit enough for a human to eat.
Listen, my grandma feeds her dogs, and I be looking at some of the stuff she be cooking. I'm like, damn, I don't even eat that good. I had frozen pizza last night. Like
I got chopped steak and rice and carrots, and I was like, is that for the humans? No, okay, right.
Yeah, the dogs eat like pork chops down here and chicken and rice and.
That's why you should never train a pet to eat human food. Just give it the bulk buy tin.
It's a dog, though. Dogs will eat anything.
exactly. Yeah.
I was just watching. I was like, damn. I had frozen pizza last night. The dog's eating damn hamburgers.
Yeah.
Like, damn.
Is that
Finest butcher
sirloin
meat,
steak?
yeah.
Are you? Can I have a slice?
But my grandma's crazy anyway, so.
Yeah.
The good news is, at least for this section of the journey, you will get a further +2 to your journey roll.
So we're doing a +4.
So I think who's not really rolled yet, or who's the last?
So when do we get to enjoy that? Was that the?
When you make your journey roll, whoever's rolling it, it'll be a +4 rather than the +2.
Yeah, whilst we're travelling with the company, though, the entire length of
First
that
for this section, at least, yes.
one. Very nice.
May deteriorate, gun. Right off the bat, I mean, the soldiers themselves are just soldiers, right? They're just doing their duty. But you get the impression, there's maybe not animosity, but there's definitely the lieutenant colonel leading this section of men doesn't seem to even like address Magistrate Shadir. You know, he's just they're there waiting on him, and as soon as he joins, like he snaps his fingers and his men are off. Like there's no patience to be dawdling around waiting for this guy.
So, confirm just a bit of politics. Is the magistrate from Janesh, and then all the soldiers are from Varenth? Is that right?
The soldiers, the Varenthian, maybe one or two of them are Repage ethnicity, because they'd be a mix. The army would be a mix from all over the kingdom, but they're not exclusively like a Repage regiment or anything like that.
Janeshi isn't like its own kingdom city-state with its own standing army. They also rely on the army.
Janesh is part
Janesh
of
was a city.
Janesh is the city in Repage, and Repage is an area within Varenth.
So is the entire detail a mixture of Repage and Varenth soldiers?
Yeah, there would be a couple of Repage in there, but the other Varenths are like paler, they're from further north, or from off to the east. They'd be from different parts of Varenth.
Is it weird that Varenth soldiers are escorting a magistrate from?
Not necessarily, but it's weird that they're here at all in this time of war. Because why would they be down here when this is supposed to be a secure border and they're supposed to be fighting a war up north?
You mentioned a couple of names of who would be not general position, but like the leader of the men. Like what would like the sort of apex armor and equipment be like on present on representation for the soldiers?
For the guy, the lieutenant colonel leading them, or just the regular soldiers, you mean?
Yeah, well, like, you know, what do the regular soldiers have, and then what do the actual, you know,
they would
officers
just
have?
be wearing like a
Officers
plate
have
cuirass, because I mean it's hot and it's humid, you're down in the jungle, so they're not going to be wearing their like heaviest armor. They're not front line. They're not in the front line just now, so they're not going to be wearing their heaviest armaments either. So they're not too different from like the city guards you saw previously. Maybe the quality of their armor and their weapons is a little better.
yeah, nicer, more uniform breastplates and, you know, free arms and legs type of thing. But
I mean, honestly, the way a lot of feudal armies were raised, there was a great variation within the ranks of what people had, because it depended what your family had.
Depending on what the Lord,
What the Lord
the
supplied you
could
with. And all that.
supply.
Yeah. But I mean, for a mass army like this, it's fine. Where they're going to be a lot more uniform, yes, because they've been on the front line and been equipped as such, and then they've like
And
came
usually-
back here.
Usually the only uniform thing was like they wore that colored overcoat, and it wasn't even like
Or the
really armor. It was
undergarments,
like a cotton.
yeah.
It was like a cotton overcoat. It just had colors on it, so you
Yeah.
know who they represent.
Yeah, the
yeah,
armor
well-
is the more important part. The identification. I mean,
coat,
you're within
wasn't
the
it? Yeah.
ranks, so you're going to be
It wasn't-
identified anyway.
yeah,
I
so
said
you'd
overcoat
have-
just to
you'd
try
have-
to describe it. It's just like a literally like it's
Yeah.
just like a piece of cloth, you know.
the surcoat, isn't it? So you would just be like a bit of cloth that actually had the correct colours over the top of your armor.
And I mean, often
yeah.
for armies, you don't even have colours necessarily. You're in a big block of soldiers, and there'll be a standard bearer, and that's how they get identified. Because when people fought in real life, they didn't fight like in the movies where they all just like run at each other and they're like a mess. You had formations and blocks and all that kind of stuff. Do you know what I mean? It wasn't just like a bunch of teenagers running each other.
And
Yeah,
everyone just like,
Yeah, people always
Massive
glorify
No,
like
'cause you
the
just
Roman
die
centurion
doing that.
formations and
you're
stuff,
trying.
but
Yeah,
then-
you're trying to like have an advantage. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, you don't. You do if you lost sight of your guys and you were in a melee. Well, you fucked up.
Yeah, exactly. Because they
Yeah,
don't know
if
what's going on.
you
And it's
didn't-
carnage.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and chances were you would recognize every single person. You know, you would be camping and traveling for like months with the entire fucking contingent. So,
Yes,
the
you would
fact that
know.
would-
Yeah, because you got to rely on the guy
Yeah.
that's next to you. And when you're practicing your formations, that kind of stuff, you practice like who's holding what at what angle and at what timing do they replace the rank, all that kind of stuff. So yes, you would be very close unit usually. Even if you're smooshed together, I mean, they would know. You would know.
That's it. Even if things would slightly change with the presence of fireball, for instance, don't group up too close
Yeah,
together.
I mean, there's chaos in battle, but I mean,
you gotta remember though,
there's levels of chaos.
if you got wizards over there casting fireball, then you got wizards over here casting shield or something, you know, like there's a counter to that too. So it wouldn't really change the formations. I wouldn't
Very
think.
good. I don't know if you've seen the book series Black Company. And
actually.
is it called
Yeah.
Black Company? And it's kind of like that. They have spellcasters, usually like one or two for every sort of like regiment, company, whatever. But they are like highly valued, and having knowledge if the enemy has one and what they're capable of, like what kind of magic they can do, is like very important and a big part of it.
This is our siege mage. This is our ward mage.
Well, can our
Make
mage
sure they do
disguise
that,
our
yeah.
troops' movement? Can our mage cast like you said, like a big fireball? Like it's very important to know what the opposition has so you can counter that and stuff, you know. And you don't want to engage when you don't know because you have no idea
The
what
moment the
you're
enemy
walking into.
company learns that your mage is an illusion mage and you actually got half the men at your disposal because the illusion mage is doing work and you've lost a mage, yeah.
Yeah, like so. I think in that one as well, it's portrayed it's like you do not engage unless you know what you're up against because you have no idea what you could be walking into.
Yeah, if you include magic into open warfare, then the information suddenly becomes a lot more important.
Yeah, and then of course you're going to target the magic users priority because you're going to
Yeah.
take them out. You know what I mean? Because then you have an innate advantage when you have a
Mage
user
first,
and they don't.
Yeah, if you can assassinate the enemy mage in their campsite and then attack them for an ambush, then the jobs are good. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so there's that whole dynamic to it. I can't remember what we were on about, but yes, they will have a fairly uniform sort of like outfitting, plate cuirass and their armaments. They won't have leg armor. They won't be wearing anything thick or heavy because it's too hot for that. They'll obviously be like experienced and quite physically fit. You know, you're going to minimise the burden of exhaustion on your troops.
I think it would be too out of the bounds to say, since what we saw these guys doing with the serpent cult and that small village, that we should probably keep an eye on them. Maybe I'm a bit suspicious of these guys. Don't know how the rest of the party feels about that though.
I feel like they didn't know that we were there, and I have no issue with this. I'm just doing my job.
Well, the very reason that you've been hired for is because there's obviously a level of distrust there to begin with. Because he has all these soldiers guarding him. Why does he need another bodyguard on top of that? But obviously they.
Right, then we get here and we see the tension. We know, okay, he doesn't trust him to save his life, and say it goes bad.
You make friends with all of his servants. And keep an eye on the local soldiers. Or the not so local soldiers, rather.
I don't think they'll attempt like an open assassination. I think they'll be looking for an opportunity. Like they get attacked and like, oh, we just couldn't save him. Like that's what we need to watch out for.
I think as much as it looks not great, I think with the guy in the palanquin, I think we need to probably try and find subtle ways of sticking close to him.
I mean, you're his bodyguards. I would hope you're.
I'm
staying
right
close
next to him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, can I get up there and fight with you? Like, you got space out there? I should have bought that horse now.
You know, Daryl, do you want to make friends amongst the soldiers in the first camp?
Oh god, we're gonna get them killed again, aren't we?
Before I switch pages, I just want to make sure you've done all your shopping, you've got all your goods, you're ready to go.
Yeah, ready to go, I think.
Yeah,
Don't make me buy the horse. Don't do it. I don't want to spend that money.
Yeah, I mean, the moment you say that, you gave me FOMO, so it's like.
You want a mount? Now's the time to finalise that.
That's it, innit?
You want, they're all the soldiers are all walking on foot, so you're going to be walking. I mean, you're going to be travelling at a walking pace anyway, or marching pace, I should say.
The safest use of a mount as well would be to have it be like the pack carrier, to put our bags on it and not ride it.
It does have +6 inventory slots.
Yeah, the way I've put it on the sheet there is basically just an item that gives you extra inventory. But if you're like having to move at speed, you would get better speed than normal.
So we're not riding it down the corridor of a dungeon. There's it's 12 gold. That's a lot more.
Yeah, it's expensive. You saw why I was hesitating to buy it before.
Plus, you need to pay upkeep as well.
Upkeep, yeah. I'm gonna wait. I ain't gonna do it. I'm ready to go.
Considering, a plate cuirass is 8, but a full plate mail is 12, and a horse is also 12. Oh.
Horses are. The horse should probably be even more expensive.
That's
than
cheaper.
That.
Yeah, that's cheap. Yeah, like a horse was worth way more than a set of armor back in the day. It was way more valuable.
Especially like war horses. I mean, I'm thinking these are maybe
Yeah.
because it's a jungle that's hotter, they'd be a smaller breed. But big war horses were like, they were extremely valuable.
I'd probably also argue as well that the full plate mail at +5 armor class might need to be more expensive. I think because it's 3 slots at a +5. If the full plate armor is the same price as a horse, I don't know. I was very tempted.
I think full plate being the same as a horse is actually kind of relatively correct.
Right.
But the two of them together should probably be more expensive than they are now.
Money back in the day, weren't they? Yeah.
I mean,
That
full
would be
armor
like
is
the
very
whole-
expensive because only the very rich people had full armor. Do you know what I mean?
There's always custom as well. Like you couldn't just pick up armor and effectively wear it back in the day.
No.
And like
It would normally be like
So there's-
passed down generation stuff like that as well. Yeah. Most people
God, yeah,
did
we-
not have like leg armor at all. They just didn't bother with it.
also, yeah, especially because quite a lot of like noble combat was from the back of a horse as well. That the higher status you were, you had both armor and the horse, didn't
Well, a
you?
lot of nobles tried not to be in the combat whatsoever. They just sort of watched.
A lovely little tent on the back on the hill
Depending,
somewhere.
how favourable they were to the guy leading the army. If they didn't like you much, they'd probably be like, "You need to lead from the front." Anyway,
Me and my entire contingent. Fuck.
yeah, you've got everything then.
I think so. For myself, I don't know about you guys.
Yeah, I'm good. I am good. Ready to go.
That's 2 of us.
Oh, I know tank's good. You're good, Durdle.
I think I've got everything. I was tempted by the full plate meal, but I think I need to borrow money.
You have money in the
there's
stash.
heaps.
There's loads of money in the
Yeah,
stash.
Yeah, that's why there's money in the
How
stash.
close
Yeah.
are we to 30? Yeah.
The downside is I need to give something up to wear it.
Yeah, it's 24 in the stash. If you need to make
No,
up
no,
like
it's,
5 more.
it takes up 3 slots.
It does.
I need to give up something to wield
That's
it.
two more than it's like I'm using the Elven Scale breastplate, which is +2 for 1 slot, and +5 for 3 slots. 2 more slots. Yeah, that would actually the two extra slots would max me out, and I am fatigued right now. It is bulky.
So I think that's a future Durdle problem.
That's why I think we should
We've got torches.
hold out for some mithril.
What have you got in your inventory? You could probably see if you can put something in stash that might not need if someone's got it already.
Well, if I get rid of a torch and I just trust you guys to do torches, I could get the plate mail and give someone else an Elven Scale breastplate.
We could sort of roll into our tactics, cast the light spell on Durdle so he can always see what he's fighting.
Just cast it on the armor, he's really shiny.
That's it. Look for the shiny ball in the corner. Go!
Whatever weapon you're holding, yeah, like your breastplate, just blunk.
Well, I've got a torch already, so I mean, that's what I'm saying. Either way, you could do it that way.
Cool. I'll just withdraw some money from the bank, or my 7 gold.
If you want, I've got 2 slots, so I could. So I've got 6 rations. So if you want to give me a block of your rations as well to free yourself up a bit as well, we can do that.
No, it's fine. If I put in the Elven Scale breastplate into the guild stash, and my torch into the guild stash, I'm at 10.
Out of
10.
13. Oh, 10 out of 10.
He doesn't have any strength. You gotta remember that. He has
Okay.
Constitution.
Constitution
But-
and a small bit of dexterity, isn't it?
However, I have an AC of 20 now.
Oh, got you. You're 10 out of 10 with the new armor. I thought you were saying
Yes.
you're 10 out of 10 before the new armor. Gotcha. Oh, look at that beauty. Yeah, you are. But at the same time, you also can't hit anything. So it's like that tit for tat, isn't it?
Immovable object meets unhittable object.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, as the tank wall like shield character, you're also like half the height of everyone else.
That's why I've got the horns.
The only disadvantage on that armor was like you can't swim, you can't sneak, really, wasn't it? So you were just clonk, clonk, clonk through the jungle.
Or in this case, clonk, blub, 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 blub.
I'm sure that won't matter at all
Guys, I found
when
the
you're
quicksand.
crossing the sea or the river. Totally fine. And of course, you have Denton, who has managed to somehow procure himself a small mount to ride upon, so he doesn't have to walk with the rest of you. And obviously Yark, who's like coming up the rear on his giant jerboa.
What was a bit before Yark, sorry?
Denton, who has managed to procure himself like a steed to ride upon, so he doesn't have to walk. So he's just like leaning back on this fine pony, stringing his harp as you're like walking along.
I've gone back to not liking him again.
Let's just as a precaution get this up first.
I think my own personal headcanon would be Tannic with the advantage on perception ahead of the magistrate, and then myself with not advantage but a similar perception score as Tannic, keeping the back maybe. Don't know if you
You
agree
want to
with
be
that.
in the rear, you said?
Yeah, I would like nominate Tannic to go ahead, and then I would be in the rear. Yeah. So Tannic has like the best perception score, I think, with advantage, and I've got +2, so I can always be like the guy that keeps an eye on the back type thing in that situation.
There's actually more guards in this, but this is all I'm going to put on the screen at the time. I mean, you should feel pretty protected. There's all these armored guys around you, man, and they're trained soldiers.
I think there's Durdle, just a full plate mail suit.
You want to go
as
ahead
well.
and hit your initiatives, just so we know what order it is, should combat break out.
So we used up all the good rolls on the carousing.
Oh, Tanic's last, look at that one. So I guess Godfrey should probably be the one to make the travel roll for us then. Godfrey, so it's a d20 plus 4. That's part of the journey, you only need a 9 in order for the...
Wasn't there a way to
avoid
roll
it.
dice?
Yes, you've got the roll dice ability.
I rolled a 9.
Excellent, you just made the bare minimum needed to avoid conversation.
Thank God for that +4.
God, did I close this already? The reference to this map.
Hey, get off my crow, you fucking bard bastard.
A constant struggle to stop the crow from nesting in Dejun turban.
If we could have Durdle make the second roll, d20 plus 4.
D20 plus 4.
It's going to work out because everyone's going to get a roll per day. Okay, so the next part of the journey is totally fine. Braz. I like this because we get to blame who fucks up.
Is that an actual?
That's a max roll.
Oh, a crit!
Oh,
That's a crit!
It's not even a dirty 20. That is just a pure roll. Does a 20 on the roll do anything?
Let's see, do I have any tables here that are like good things that can happen?
Yeah, if
We're all
we
kind of like-
if we roll a 1, do we get like a bad encounter automatically, or
A crit fail, I would say yes. Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's a critical fail.
Some treasure that only we see on the side of the road. Nobody else will possibly see us pocketing it. Out of the possible dozens of staff and armed guards around us.
I try to think if this makes sense. I suppose it has to be you that like finds it, but the convoy comes to a halt towards the end of the day. Some of the guards have spotted something on patrol up ahead, the scouts, and they come back with a handful of dishevelled-looking like villagers, like battered and bloody looking, and it transpires that some bandits had taken some villagers hostage from a nearby village and had tied them up and left them in a cave just off into the jungle here. They'd been left there for several days, just kind of like drinking rainwater and trying to survive until the guards have like rescued them here. I think the soldiers are probably keen to just like cut them loose and let them go on their way back home, but your magistrate Shadir demands, no, we must make camp and tend to these people, make sure they're looked after. We can't just abandon them to the jungle. They might just end up being captured again or endangered somehow.
It's one of those like Braz will remember this moment, and like he sort of suddenly looks upon the magistrate in a bit of more of a favourable light, and will even help in resuscitating these guys. Tending to them medical aid as where they need it.
I think during his little speech about how they need to help these people, Shadir invokes the name of Saint Teragnis and how a noble knight shouldn't shy away from this act of like helping those who are in need.
Is that what he sees himself as a noble knight?
Well, he's obviously a practitioner of the faith of Saint Teragnis.
I can picture Brad's eyes pure light up like these stars going. Ah!
Exactly, those little sparkly eyes.
And Duddle's going, that name sounds familiar.
Oh,
I think someone by that religion tried to baptize me.
Yep.
3/4 of the party suddenly perk up and like, I remember that. You pay attention when he says it. Fuck you.
They start like telling Braz about it. Just like you should really hear about this god he's talking about.
Yeah, did you hear about that? And like all of the positive that because my opinion of the magistrate was quite low. Watching him prounce around on a fucking palanquin, watching all those and his like unridden horse as well being treated better.
His unridden horse.
Then the man pulls out the Teragnis card, and suddenly he's like, and then his own companions start doing that to him, and suddenly he's. Unfortunately, the magistrate's back to square zero.
Back to square one?
Yeah.
I just rolled. Shadir.
No fault of his own.
Shadir is actually going to give up his palanquin so that the hostages may ride it. Well,
Braz almost froze up.
He goes back to his horse.
His horse, yeah.
But he will give his palanquin for them to rest on, so you can continue making journey, and it doesn't slow the convoy down, and that kind of keeps the peace with the soldiers because we don't have to stop to rest. And then Tannic, you're going to make a d20 plus 4 roll. The only person to screw up.
Oh no! We got a critical success followed by a critical fail.
Yeah, did you have to chase my nat 20 with a nat 1?
Yes, that's exactly what happened. Well, mine is +4. I've got to have the +4.
So plus 4 is 5, but you need a 9. So you can use luck if you wish to reroll. Otherwise, it's going to stick.
Don't forget, I can bless you if you are willing to take on a bit of Saint Teragnis.
There's some better luck. There we go, 19.
Just click on your luck there and it should change to a cross.
There we go.
Excellent. Okay, that forgoes the worst thing I could think of.
There should be anything really bad, I think, here.
So the first day's journey, apart from finding the hostages, goes without incident. And you find yourselves, the evening's drawing in, a clearing's found, and the soldiers set about making camp. The magistrate's men start preparing his tent, which he invites the hostages into, and they share a meal with him. You guys being the bodyguards, of course, will also be in the tent. Although you'll be eating your meals separately from when he eats, obviously.
Should we mark off use of ration at this point?
Yes, I would say so. What would be right for travel for fatigue and stuff?
Yeah, because I've
Success is passed.
Usually-
Okay, so everyone takes. Well, you need to do the DC check. So who's wearing like heavier armor?
yeah.
I did buy Gambitson this time, so I have leather and Gambitson.
Right, yeah. So you're going to make a con check. It's a DC 9.
Just
I
the one
definitely
for the
take a
day.
con check.
Oh, gotcha.
Oof.
Oh, take that
Durdle
luck off.
Durdle is first day of wearing the armor, and he's just fucking owning
He's got
it.
advantage, so
I'll
I
have
use
you
my
know-
luck.
Yeah.
Rerolled that.
yeah.
Do you know what? Yeah, I might as well use my luck.
Or
as
you
well
might
to
faint
start.
carrying your 2 shields, just like
I do
clap.
shields, yeah.
My armor is air conditioned.
We've got the Vox modulator. I mean, are we resting tonight? I mean,
Use will make camp, yes.
because I've got 2 fatigue. I don't think I need to use my luck.
Yeah,
for,
this is just to see what fatigue you have when you make
Yeah.
camp, obviously.
Oh, is that? Could I? No, you can't use fatigue to be roll, could you? And that was a quick fail for me, so.
I was just checking Tanic, but he's just got the regular curious, so you should be fine. Okay then, so yeah, you're not going. So did Braz reroll? No, you're going to stick with yours. You just taking the fatigue, Braz?
Sorry, I was just talking to the other half. Do I take fatigue to re-roll it? Do you mean?
No, well, if you're.
Oh, do you take the fatigue or do you use your luck? That's
Yeah.
what he's asking.
No, yeah, I take the fatigue from wearing the
Yeah,
armor.
yeah. So just take
How
one.
much more?
You're just
Just
taking one.
have and nothing else from the actual travel.
Mm-mm.
Okay, so I'm at 3 total now from 2 when I started the session.
Okay, so this is going to be the lowest DC for taking watch because obviously you have so many soldiers around you. I'll probably give you advantage to this roll as well. But who would like to take watch and make the roll for it? It is a wisdom check.
Isn't there one of us that does that with advantage as well?
You're going to get
ought to
advantage
get
anyway
advantage.
because of the troops.
I've got like 14 wisdom, so I'll go for it.
Well, I've got I've got 15 wisdom as well, so we can split the watch between the 2 of us somehow, or is it split a watch, or
With
is it
so
just
many
a one
guys
roll?
around, one check will be fine.
Well, Braz, you need fatigue rest, so that's the reason why I
Good
said I'm
point.
not going to fatigue. So
Yeah, good point. If there's a chance I can restore as much fatigue as possible, I'll do it.
I'll take it then with advantage, right? Hope for the best. They're critical success.
So if everyone needed it, they would have got double their rest recovery, but it's not even needed. So you're going to be fine.
Is that for health, rest recovery? you mean?
Health, fatigue, how many spells you need to recover, you would get twice what you would normally get.
There was a chance I'd roll snake. Is it 2d3 to restore fatigue?
2d3, yes.
Yeah.
And that's doubled because of that crit.
Yes,
Is that
so
right?
minimum of 4 fatigue recovered.
There we go. I mean, that's perfect for me. So, because I could roll snake eyes and only return 2 out of my 3 fatigue.
We have one other check that needs to be made, however,
And
and that's going to be your bard.
what does he need to do?
Well, because as you're obviously sitting down making camp and such, he's going to take it upon himself to entertain everyone.
Oh no.
Is this a good thing or a bad thing? You said that ominously.
He was insulting this guy before, wasn't he? He hates this guy.
Perspective. I mean,
Is
he
it this
doesn't. Well, maybe he hates everyone, but he's got a large crowd. He's got soldiers, which are going to be sort of rowdy as they like settle down. He's got the
Like dark,
servants,
dirty jokes, yeah.
you know, and he's got the magistrate watching over and the lieutenant colonel listening in. He's going to, he's going to do his thing. I mean, I think playing it safe, he's going to string up and he's going to begin with melodies and songs about people that everybody hates. Do you know what I mean? Everybody can shit on them. Including the good Lord Vron Chekus, who is the Loxodonian engineer that nobody really likes. So he's going to start stringing on about how making insults about elephants and half beasts and not being all human and being feral and all this kind of stuff. And then we're going to roll to see if maybe after a couple of glasses of wine or whatever that he starts to pick on people who are more immediately around him and how they react. So let me see here. Who's got similar charisma? Who's got the lowest charisma, you guys?
The
Durrell's
lowest?
got a -1.
Okay, Dardo, can you make a charisma roll on the bard's behalf?
You that lucky? Yeah.
Do you want me to use the luck?
It's the end of the session.
Can you
Sorry, I
use
couldn't hear you.
can you use the luck on the NPC's roll?
Oh, that's a good point. If it's doing it on somebody else's behalf.
So he's going to pick the magistrate Shadir to make the focus of his ire. He sees that
That's a really good idea.
he sees the magistrate's servants like him taking pot shots at the higher ups. He sees the soldiers seem to like it when he takes pot shots at the magistrate. So he's going to really like hone in on that and using his skill of words and tongue ever sharper and less subtle insults, digging into the Shadir, his family, his mother, etc.
I'm just gonna hypnotize him. if he's low enough level for that to succeed.
I love it.
Yes, you maybe notice the magistrate looking uncomfortable and then starting to look annoyed. He's able to laugh these things off, but only for so long.
Yeah, I'd do it pretty quickly. Like, no, you gotta quit that. This guy's paying my paycheck.
And then he just
Like two
dainting
verses in.
strings and he's in the middle of a ballad and then he just sort of tapers off and the music stops and everyone's just like looking at him.
I think in the silence that causes, Braz might try and like lead them all into like a classic Loxodonian type of like folk song that's easy to. It's quite catchy and quite easy for everyone else to sing along to.
Okay, give me a charisma check.
Whoa.
No one's going to really notice the crow that I'm assuming you're using for hypnotizing him.
I'm actually gonna walk up and guide him. Now that he's stupefied, I'm just gonna guide him. Like it says he walks in a random direction, so I'm just gonna try and steer him, like to the edge.
Yeah,
Yes,
that was part of the intent was to just sort of divert away attention from the fact that the bar suddenly fell quiet. So like, and she was a dirty whore, type of thing.
As we've seen, Braz can also hold a dirty lyric in his mind, so he's going to you're going to kick that off, and then they're going to sort of like join in, and you'll get them all going. The guards aren't wholeheartedly in it, you know. There's some like grills and side eyes being thrown your way, but for a large part of the party will kind of go along, and the mood is ambient for the rest of the evening. There is opportunity if you want to try and eke out an extra XP from telling each other stuff or asking each other stuff.
Yeah, I think Braz has got it on his mind that they're going back to, the country where his parents came from. He's never had a chance to visit himself. He's heard some stories, but because both his parents joined the Black Swords Mercenary Company before he was born, they had reason that he never quite understood what their reason was or learned what their reason was to leave. Is it Loxodonia? Or what was the actual name? Sorry,
Country is Loxodonia, yes.
Yeah, so he himself has never been to anywhere in Loxodonia. The Black Swords have never, since he joined up, after his parents passed away and became a full-fledged member of the Black Swords himself, he's never really managed to pick up a job that took him to his, supposedly homeland. But, he feels a bit conflicted, especially a bit concerned what is actually going on here. The magistrate obviously has his own reasons for going, which are unknown. But why do we have so many of these, foreign soldiers essentially also marching with him to Loxodonia?
So is part of your conversation that you are asking these questions, or is just what you're wondering?
I think it's what he's wondering. Yeah, where his focus is. So he'll admit that out loud to the group. he's never been home to Loxodontia or what he should consider home. It doesn't feel like home. At the same time, he's also, feels like he should also feel concerned that all of this attention is focused there, but he also has that detachment as well.
So, do you want to go back?
I'm quite excited to see where this goes. I mean, it's my first chance to go to Loxodontia. I'm just a bit concerned about the circumstances in which I do get to visit home. It feels suspicious. What do you guys think about this whole thing? Obviously, a job's a job, but we haven't really heard why the magistrate wants to visit the Thanians, and especially why all of these soldiers are accompanying him as well, or why they're even in the area.
Obviously, they're looking for allies, I would assume.
Oh, that's a good point. I hadn't considered that angle.
Maybe they want something, Noxidonians. Maybe they have like a small standing army or something. Maybe they want to have a resource they want. So the noble's going, obviously, because he'd be like an ambassador. Or some sort of ambassador, yeah.
But do you think, do you guys have any connection to the ongoing war? He'll sort of say, like, candidly,
I just say I stay away from all these things. Half of my people are there in these wars as it is. What's the point of it being used? He sort of feels uncomfortable sitting in this big sort of massive group as well, because it feels like he's suddenly being drafted to like a small army and doesn't like the idea of it.
Darrell chuckle. We're mercenaries. We're paid to fight in wars.
Yeah. But I want to fight for the winning side, and it seems like, these guys, he sort of starts whispering, like chasing snake cult magic and recruiting from Loxodontia. It doesn't sound like they're doing that well.
It could also be the opposite. Maybe they're at a standstill, and now they're looking for the advantage.
I trust snakes. Slice them up, eat them, and that's it.
Not that I give a crap one way or the other. You don't need to fight for the winning side. You just don't need to be present for the losing battle.
Okay, Braz, you can have an XP.
Yeah, I think maybe Braz hadn't genuinely considered that his whole contingent was to try and get Loxodontia to join the army, join the war, sorry. So I think that was like a new perspective that he was sort of made aware to the first night camping.
I imagine as Loxodon you're aware that the Loxodons don't war with people. They'll fight defensively, but they've never like marched on someone that way.
So like classic long memory elephants, like, if we join a war with you now, 50 years in the future it may be held against us.
Could be.
It's not worth it.
Yeah, I mean, I think I'd written that they had like suffered at the hands of like humans and they pushed back and lost a lot of their territory because they're just not an aggressive race.
Yeah. Nice, I'm at 13 out of 30 now.
Tanic rolled, but Braz, you were also going to roll for taking watch, so you want to give me a wisdom check?
Can I do that when resting and recovering?
Yes,
fatigue?
it's not taking watch. I just want you to see if when it's your turn, if you like notice something.
Yeah. Don't know why I'm using chat for that. It's just a wisdom check, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. You definitely notice a couple of the guards during the night peeling off in a sort of northern direction into the jungle. They take some supplies with them and they just sort of like go off and never return that night.
I make a note of that. And see if a fuss is roused in the morning due to it.
Come morning, nobody seems to have noticed. I mean, there's a whole bunch of soldiers here. There's just a couple less now.
So they don't announce possible deserters.
Nope.
So I'll let the group know what I saw and maybe find. I don't know. I mean, do we get the impression from the servants and the magistrate that they sort of are routinely speaking to the soldiers and the accompaniment?
As
like
is
sharing
needed
with
for the
them.
purposes of the journey, but the soldiers, I mean, they're soldiers. They're not there to converse. They're there to do the job as assigned. So yeah, there's no like chatter between them really.
Okay. Since we're their bodyguards, I think when we have when the magistrate has breakfast, I'll just find an excuse to just inform him about the interesting goings on amongst the soldiers, just so himself and his servants are aware about that as well.
Yes, and obviously his servants and retinue that you're kind of a part of, they will openly converse with you.
Anything that has to do with the magistrate is possible defence, but it's strange that some soldiers took supplies, left the camp, and didn't cause a stir about that in the morning.
I think you would know if you spoke to the right member of the retinue there, the right servant, he would directly mention it to the magistrate if that's what you wanted to happen.
I think so, yeah. So it doesn't mean it's not seen that we're directly,
No, it's like you say
discussing
to him, he's this our guy, and he passes it along, sort of thing.
Yeah, the head butler type of thing.
Sure. I think you could observe during the course of the morning when breakfast has been prepared and the camp's been all wrapped up, the magistrate like pulling the lieutenant colonel over and them having a quiet discussion off to the side. Doesn't seem to be any angst or overly dramatic emotion tied to that performance, but they have their conversation and then it ends.
I think Braz would assume if nobody comes to update him about that, anything further then is not to worry about, and we just consume normal travelling routine with the group.
Yep, okay, I think we can roll for the second day because we've got time. So, Godfrey, you want to give me a d20 plus 4 roll? Needing a 12 this time.
No.
Plus 4 is 14, so that's fine.
Yeah, plus 4 is 14. Yeah.
Durdle, you want to give me the same roll?
Let's do some magic. Are we still getting the plus 4? Sorry.
Yes. Still got all the guards there.
Oh, beauty.
This is going to be an easy trip. Okay, Braz.
Oh,
Easy breezy.
close to the wire.
You want to, I take it, Tink's still away, so Braz, do you want to roll again for Tink?
You can't just hit up and do the same.
Does he still get advantage on these?
No, because it's like the group one.
Gotcha.
Well,
14's
So,
going to work, yeah. The second day will pass without incident.
that tends with his plus 4 already.
Yeah, so I was going to say I was going to
Oh,
roll luck.
also that is, okay.
I was going to roll a bit of luck to re-roll that one, since it's not... You said it was 12, wasn't it?
Yes.
Whereas we might need you to cast your spell, bless us. We might need some luck
that's what I was
for tomorrow.
Yeah, I was actually going to ask Dark to confirm that. Luck recharging, how does that work? Like
Per
the
session.
innate luck per session.
He has a spell that gives us luck.
Yes.
That's what I was wondering. Yeah, so
No, you can cast that
one
whenever
time-
you like, yeah. You got
Yeah,
daily use
so-
for that, so yeah.
Do I want to cast that in the last 30 minutes of the session? is what I was thinking. Like if we all regenerate luck at the start next session,
We still have another day of travel to get through.
which is true. But
Well, we time this here, you travel, and then you're going to do making camp and stuff, so that when we come back next time, you're starting fresh off in the morning with your new luck. That makes more sense to me.
yeah, so that's what I was thinking. So if every session we gain our luck spent, then it may be worth us to try and spend the luck as early as possible. I can cast my spell, and but right now, I'm assuming we're gearing up to end the session. So spend your luck now. There's no point me casting the spell right now.
Well, you still got one luck between you still, so yeah, depends if I should go through it.
But spending my luck went from a 10 to an 18
Yes,
after
so
rerolling.
you make the second leg of the journey. Sometime tomorrow morning, you'll arrive at the port town of Rakyard.
And so that's like 2 out of 6 days, 2 out of 5 to 6 days. You said.
Yeah.
Weesh.
So all that's
Another
required.
Constitution saving throw.
Yes, if you guys can make your con check for your fatigue.
What's the DC on that as well?
DC 9.
Oh, nice. We rested yesterday anyway, so I regained fatigue.
It's just one fatigue Godfrey, so it's not like big.
Yeah.
As long as you just get your rest at night, you'll be fine. It hardly seems worthwhile making Durdle roll it because he has advantage anyway.
He is wearing the heaviest armor, so Always make him roll that.
I should actually make his DC higher, but I'm not sure if it makes sense when he is the dwarf.
Mm.
If the conditions were different, I should have rolled for the weather actually. Can you make the DC roll, Callum? DC roll the con roll.
Con roll. Do I get advantage on this one?
Yes. Oh, you didn't have to say all that.
With advantage. Look at that. Like 1 below 9 as well. My days.
Can I use my luck to re-roll that?
I mean, you could,
It's
but
just
you're
one fatigue.
you're only going to take
It's
one
just
fatigue.
one fatigue.
It does hit his dexterity. That's his one thing.
Crunch.
Yeah,
wait,
but
down.
as long as we get good rest, you get that fatigue back for tomorrow. So
Yeah.
I rolled for the weather today,
Yeah.
so the weather was fine the day before. On the second day, the weather becomes overcast, cloudy, drizzles of rain. The visibility gets reduced from like far to near. So probably with the humidity and stuff, there's like a mist coming in with the drizzle, reducing the visibility. And maybe the path is like windier and you've not got these big long outstretches that you can see clearly. The jungle is more overgrown. You're deep into the elvish territory now, and obviously being peoples of the forest, they allow the jungle to just kind of grow, and the road becomes less of a road and more of a path between trees. But you're going to make all that travel without getting jumped, without any creatures coming your way, without any disruption to your journey.
Lulling us into a false sense of security.
And as the night draws in, you will stop to make camp once more. Who would like to roll for the watch? All consume a ration first of all, please.
Oh, yeah.
Go for the watch again.
Yeah, I think those of us with wisdom.
Okay, so you got advantage. Going to be lowest DC again, so that's going to be fine. The one taking watch does not get their full rest, but you're not going to need it for anything because you never took fatigue or anything. But the rest of you will fully recover for the next day. Once more, Braz, could you make a wisdom check?
Yep. Yeah, I mean, he doesn't need anything, so this will be the perfect night to do some stimulants. Whilst he, the whole reason he does stimulants is for the keeping awake and being sharp-eyed. But all it really does is like 60 seconds where you can't be surprised. Is that right? It says, you can't be surprised for 10 rounds. I imagine that's 60 seconds, isn't it?
I think the rounds are a little longer now, but yes, it's not long.
Oh, got you. Yeah, so, I mean, I'll mark off a use of stimulant just for the sake of the flavour, but he is just kind of like how, like, soldiers would use a snuff box. He's not doing a whole massive chunky line all in one go. He's doing a little, like, thumbnail type of thing to keep himself awake as he goes, and that's probably why he doesn't. I mean, he's not fatigued.
Just to keep you alert, yeah.
Dabs his finger out, puts it on his gums.
DC 9 con check, but if failed, gains stimulant addiction. I mean, I assume he is already addicted to stimulants, but let's just see how much worse it gets.
We'll assume it's a casual habit at the moment. It's not
worse.
An actual addiction. Yeah.
Yeah, good point. It's more like a tactical. He doesn't call it a casual habit. It's a tactical habit for the time being.
Yeah, it's habit at the moment. It's not like a proper addiction. You're not like sitting there like, I need this now.
It doesn't really provide anything to his perception check, his wisdom roll for the actual one. So, 11. What did you say it was? You didn't really say anything, did you? It's not a.
Going to say. I'm trying to think here. I may make this opposed actually. Oh, yeah, you're not going to see anything.
They snuck away right when he took his little.
the act of sniffing was what caused something
You
to
sniff
slip
and then
past.
you're like, oh, the stars are really out tonight. Just like staring at the sky for a moment, and like this body of shadows goes past you.
The leaves in the nearby tree start going fractal, and he gets really, really hyper focused on that for a moment.
But did Brad share this information with us too, or did he just tell the guy?
I just took some Charlie and didn't see anything.
No, that you noticed people deserted yesterday.
Oh yeah, I shared that with the group and the magistrate. So I would have told you guys first. The moment anyone woke up, I'd be like, hey, what was it, like 4 to 5 guys slipped off last night? type of chatter.
It was just a pair of them, maybe 3 of them. Yeah, maybe 3.
3 of them, but they took enough supplies to as if it wasn't just them fucking fleeing. They had like
they
a go
they
back.
were away on like definitely an excursion. Wouldn't it be impossible for you guys to notice come morning that a handful of soldiers are not there? Because
Well,
it
I
would
was
be,
gonna-
if you're going from like
I would-
25 to less than 20 soldiers, you probably notice.
Well, that's what I was asking her, like, because if you ask, well, I'm paranoid, so like I would have counted how many people we had, and then the
Yes,
next morning
yeah.
I would have counted again.
Yeah, you would definitely notice in the
that was a
morning.
full day as well to notice they were gone. Right, that was last night. It happened.
Well, the previous night, the 3 of them went, so you still had more than 20 guys. And then this morning you wake up, you didn't notice anyone going in the night, but come morning, Godfrey, if you're doing a head count, you'll be like, there's like another 5 soldiers just gone.
Yeah, I would be. I'm the paranoid type for sure. I got 2 shields because I'm paranoid. So
That's
Probably
like a that's
probably
like a
noticed
that's
probably
a-
noticed first, and then got told by Raz second.
yeah, that's a squad. That's a unit. They're like the smallest unit of kind of soldiers probably. So that's like that's like if you were saying like a small mission, that's what you would send. And they are not there in the morning. The Lieutenant Colonel, like nothing is said about it. So as far as the soldiers are concerned, nothing's out of order.
yeah, that's a little concerning. Now, is this going to happen every night?
Well, I didn't see nothing.
I think I'm gonna give it one more night, and if it happens again, then I'm gonna say something, bring it up.
One more journey roll to make before you get to the port town, just for the final hex. So if Godfrey, you want to make a roll, you're going to have the +4 again.
Once he makes that roll, I'm a bit confused. Did
I got 9.
This is
I
the
rolled a-
general travel roll to see if there's an
No, I
encounter.
mean for the previous night, I rolled an 11 and I didn't see anything.
Yeah, because that was your perception check.
Yeah, where we'll be getting more soldiers slipped away from.
Because the
That's
head
'cause-
count in the morning.
Because you told me, and I'm paranoid, so I counted everybody, and then when we
I
woke
got
up
you.
the next morning, I counted everybody again. I'm like, hey, hold
It
up.
was- So the first night I witnessed them leaving. We
Yes.
we knew they left, and then the next morning, the second night, without me seeing them leaving, Durdle. Sorry,
You
what
would all
was I
notice that a handful of them are gone. Because like going from like 21 guys
Gotcha.
to like 17 guys is noticeable.
Gotcha. So like we're noticing the soldiers are slipping off feet night after night.
Would appear so. Okay, 5.
I got
plus 4.
9.
Yes. And previously 9 was okay.
Just make a point as well that we share that with the magistrate the second morning in a row.
Unfortunately, this time you needed more than 9.
Yeah, I was trying to give people to give me luck, but he was like, "Nah, we're about to reset anyways." And I was like, "Something's gonna
Yeah.
happen. Something's gonna happen now," because he didn't want to fork over that luck. So now something's gonna happen.
Well, Durdle could give you his luck.
My luck just disappears into the ether of generosity.
I mean, the problem here isn't actually something you come across, but as you set out in the morning, quite suddenly one of the servants for the magistrate kind of runs to the front and like gets the lieutenant colonel's attention, and he kind of dismisses him at first, but he's adamant that no, there's something wrong. We need to stop the convoy. The convoy is brought to a halt. You guys peer in. The shawls have been pulled over the magistrate's palanquin, chamber that he's been carried in. And then but there's been a servant in there attending him the whole time. And it's called to a halt. The lieutenant colonel comes back. He seems like just annoyed that he has to stop. And he comes out and says, "Damn it, Shadir, what is the matter?" And they pull back the curtain, and Shadir is lying there, cold sweat, kind of shivering with the blanket wrapped around him, despite the heat of the day. And his teeth are chittering, and his eyes are wide. He clearly is sick.
It's called Tannic over with his little small arrangement of natural herbal remedies.
The lieutenant colonel waves his hand and barks at you. "Get away from him, you beast! What are you trying to do?"
This is my job. I am protecting him. And I'll call Tanik over, who I know has a small arrangement of herbal remedies, or at the very least can get a herbal remedy for any sickness that I've seen.
Fix his eyes with you, Godfrey. He's like, "Are you going to allow this creature to further infect your master?"
If he has a restorative, then it might possibly fix him. So I would like confer with Danik to see what he has first. I guess I wouldn't let him close the distance here just to keep the peace.
Check over him first to make sure I'm giving him the right type of medicine that he needs.
As you're checking over him, I might even lead us all into a prayer of Saint Agnes, and just give you like a fond tap on the shoulder as I do so.
I'll look to see if I've got the right wisdom to know what medicine is best to use.
And I'll try and give you luck before that. Also, display a bit of divine spell casting in front of these gents.
I was gonna say, shall I just give him my luck if we're gonna, since rather than risk your spell?
Well, you could do, but I've got some fatigue that I could spend, and I got
Okay.
success.
So you perform this ritual casting on him in front of everyone. Tanik, I guess you can make your wisdom roll.
Just normal or the advantage? Was this
It'll be normal. When you're gathering the stuff for it, you would have advantage. Just evaluating would be regular. Okay, but you have luck, so you can reroll that.
not much better? Not much.
9 is going to be enough. He doesn't seem to be poisoned, but he has come down with like a fever. So he is suffering from maybe it's like a mosquito bite or something during the night, and it's caused a reaction, and he's sick.
So the restorative should help him basically then.
Yeah, I mean, if it's not severe, a few days rest should probably help him get over it.
I'll use one of my restoratives then just to help boost his recovery then.
Lieutenant Colonel draw his sword and point it in your direction, Tanik. Hold, beast. What are you administrating the magistrate?
A simple restorative. Here, I'll take a small swig of it to show it's safe.
I mean, Godfrey, please remind these fine folk that we have been hired to personally be the bodyguards of the magistrate. It would be not in our interests to feed him anything ill.
How do we know he's not contracted some disease from being in your proximity?
Simple common sense. Maybe you could stop being an idiot.
If it was just being close to Athenians, he would have had it back in Janice. Yes, like
Yeah, being the
If any-
ambassador to Loxodonia, surely he would have caught something by now.
if anything, he might have gotten something from the people we picked up, but he insisted on helping. Let's all just calm down. I'll take the restorative and give it to him. Everyone just calm down, go your separate ways. No big deal.
Let's have a charisma check from you, Godfrey, as the voice of reason here. Okay, grudgingly, he'll accept your reasoning. Allow you to administer the restorative. The effects are not immediate, but over the next couple of hours, should you sort of regain the fever goes down, and you comes to his senses a bit more, and he's able to sit upright, and sip at water, and converse. And you will come out on the port city that you're headed to before the end of the morning, and that's where we'll call tonight.
Dum.
Does that stretch of the road count as exploration experience?
No, but when you get into... Well, actually, you could have it for getting to the port city, because that's a new place. So that's a new another XP for everyone.
Up to 14.
24.
Shit.
You're so close.
I'm so close. 6 more and I'm up to level 4.
You need to get into the jungle and start finding ruins and stuff. That'll get you a lot more.
Thanks, exploration ranger time. Go! I'm going out to wander look for some herbs and see what I find.
But yes, I mean, the first thing that probably strike you guys, and I don't know how your characters would feel about it, is seeing the bright, bold orange and yellow colours of the Lirail flying as banners from the gates of the town.
Oh,
I imagine as mercenaries, we fight a lot of people who we now no longer fight with. Like, as soon as the mission's over with.
Yeah.
So.
It's not like any of them. I mean, I don't want to say. I feel guilty saying that none of them survived to tell
Yeah,
the
they
tale.
did. One got away.
Oh, yeah. Shit.
When you attacked the camp, one of them got away.
Yeah, one of them did.
It's fine. It was just a job. It's no big deal.
He probably died in the forest, right? I mean, there was raptors and shit that we just stumbled upon a fucking lion that had a crown. I mean, come on. What's the chance that guy got home alone? He says very hopefully.
Yeah, I mean,
Where do we need to go, guys?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, we can easily determine if he did.
Dum dum dum.
Okay, well, I know if he did.
You'll know, yeah.
It was just another lion, elephant, and strange dwarf at that time.
Yeah, the human has a very identifiable hat. Was there anything else about the group you can remember? No. Brilliant.
It's
Right,
fine.
guys. Thank you very much for the session there, Dark. That was a
No
big
worries. He's gonna put your. I don't know if you want to put your luck on just now, but you have your luck for the start of the next one.
nice.
Ding. I like the wee luck logo thing.
Yeah,
I
it's
do.
clearer than a little dot.
I like the red X and the green lucky charm, yeah. 4-leaf clover. Because the dot is obvious, but, it's not as obvious as that little green symbol.
Like how we've got another wee extra party members just now, and we'll have our wee bard singing sessions of our tales.
I loved how
Yes.
we were so close to just getting the same carousing activity.
Another town, another tavern.
Oh, yes.
Oh, carousing.
We've got a magistrate, he can chip in this time.
He can chip in this time.
Today will happen.
Do you think Godfrey will ever join us? Yeah.
Only if it's on somebody else's dime.
I don't know what the song is from the Witcher thing. Is it Toss a Coin to the Witcher or something?
Yeah, toss a coin to my Witcher. Yeah.
I like the idea that the only point you ever carouse with us is when somebody else pays it and you get one of the bad options where it's like 75% of your personal wealth. It's like, no! The only time I go out drinking with you guys and I lose control!
He may have paid for it, but you lose all the money.
Again, I would. Someone else would have to foot the bill, and I would have to be broke. I already spent all my money. I don't
So
got
I lost
nothing.
7 gold, 20 silver, 68 copper. You guys need to reimburse me now. It was your idea. No fucking backseas.
I think you have like, is it all in your. You got a wee skill or something, it puts a wee clone thing, and it's a clone of you actually at the bar doing everything. You're just walking away leaving this.
Godfrey's pretty brave walking around with as much money as he's walking around with.
Godfrey's pretty brave.
How much money I have?
You're like, he's the only one with 9 hit points, and he's just like, yeah, you guys go out, piss up. I'll stay by myself. Yeah.
I got 17 AC, and I contemplating buying some of that heavier armor. I was like,
You're at 17 AC. Well, I mean, I've got a negative dexterity, so I shouldn't really be asking that question.
my dexterity is also 0, I guess. Not negative, but 0.
17 sounds great, but you gotta remember, one shot, and that's
Yeah,
him.
and I'm dead. Yeah, no, one shot, I'm dead. The assassin hit me and killed me 3 times over last time. So,
Oh god, yeah.
That'll be the next
he did
part.
15 damage. Like, well, I had 5.
That's why the Sunder item. I think, yeah, the item abilities are a really nice aspect of this game.
Yeah.
I mean, I put a
Sunder.
lot more in here and being generous with the shields and all that to like give you more survivability because like rules is written, it's a lot harsher.
I bet. Yeah. All right, guys. You have a good week. I'll speak to you. Well, actually, yeah, I've just been I've reminded. It's my father-in-law's birthday next weekend, so we're actually going to be away. So I won't be able to play next Sunday. So if you guys are all 3 of you are there, I'm happy for you to carry on. If Dark is, that is.
Yeah, it's not like they need healing or anything anyway.
Yeah, no, that's not like an important part of the
No,
party.
yeah, we're halfway through a long overland journey. And you're
Got
fucking
enough.
off. Yeah.
I've got the Lord who can preach Saint Magnus to everybody while you're away.
Yeah, he can totally do that for you.
Yeah, you can take over. Yeah. But yeah,
Well,
unfortunately, be on the Isle of Wight.
No worries. Okay. I'll get the rest of you next week.
Yeah, I've done.
See ya.
You guys have a good one. See you in March. Bye.